This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
Whatever happened to me doing the intro from now on?
I don't know. I can't say I was lying, because I honestly don't know. Check. Oh, God. Check. Wow, that got weird on me.
Check. Patreon.com
Yeah.
/Dead Radio Podcast.
I got a new mixer for this beat.
Yeah, get on that. Patreon.
I got this old... Oh, my God. I got this old-ass one right here.
Mm-hmm.
This thing works great, but this one's like a little...
So...
I got to get a Mark II. That's what I got to get.
Okay. So, you said it's just like corrosion. It just gets dirty.
I got to take it apart. I always forget. It's a big job to take it apart. So
why don't...
do it.
Is there any way that you could just do it through the other one?
What?
Because it always seems to be my mic and your mic.
Oh, you mean like switch these?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Because the output of everything is coming from this guy to the computer through a network, not network, a USB cable. So.
Okay.
So it'd have the main mix out. I mean, I guess I could. No, I couldn't. Because this goes out of this into this, and this goes out of that into the computer. And that's how it has to be.
Okay.
Welcome to Dead Radio, everyone. Episode 184.
Say, where's the old...
Chatting about technology. Yeah, there you go.
That's enough.
I haven't done that one in a while. I'm gonna try your technique, your mic technique here. Keeps it out of my face. Hey, we got a Brown Daddy Adam in the house. For fans of the show, it's Adam, also known as Adam number 2, also known as Brown Adam, also known as Adam Merritt.
Oh, yeah.
And Brown Daddy.
Yeah, Brown Daddy Adam is his current name.
Because
he has a baby.
Because he has a baby. Is that why you were late? Because of your stupid child?
I was in Poquag.
Oh.
I was at the in-laws' house.
Oh, no.
No.
Good in-laws or bad
Good
in-laws?
Really
oh,
good
okay,
in-laws.
good.
Very good in-laws.
I got nervous.
No.
Well, yeah, no guest again this week. We were trying for King's Court,
we do
but
have a guest.
well, I mean, a real guest. You know, how many times have you been on?
Oh, you're fine.
This
I'm
might
taking
be
this fucking site.
this might be a record breaker.
5, I think.
Yeah.
5, maybe 6. 5.
Something like 5, I think.
That's a record-breaking.
That would be counting the time that he just came without being invited.
Oh yeah. I mean, wait, does that count?
Yeah.
How long did
why
you
wouldn't it?
stay?
He was here for like an hour.
30 minutes,
Oh
5,
shit.
6,
So yeah, that
7
counts.
hours.
You were here for like an hour that time.
Something like that,
Yeah, you
All
didn't
right, so-
talk very much, but
No.
You figure
I dropped a beer off.
over half an hour counts as a guest spot.
Sure.
So you've been on 5 times. That's really good. Who's second? You're usually good at this shit.
I think
maybe?
Logan's been on
Oh,
more than
Logan
5
Callahan?
times. Logan's been
Logan
on here more than
or-
5 times.
No,
I
he
would
hasn't.
say...
Especially if
Probably
you count
4.
the off-site interviews.
Actually, yeah.
and
Why
stuff.
am I asking you? I should be asking our super fan.
Yeah.
No, the Dead Radio Meister or whatever, or Dead Radio Meister, whatever the hell it was. Remember we were talking about that one time?
Dead Radio Meister.
Yeah.
I don't know. Magister?
No. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Oh no, what happened? This all break down?
No.
But we were trying for King's Court.
It's still in the works. We just
still in the works, yeah.
with the engagement party, I haven't had any time to
Yeah,
follow
we
up
had
on
an
it.
engagement party for Adam.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you everyone for all the gifts.
Yeah, big
and
shout
coming
out.
and drinking lots.
Yeah.
Our tab was well, I'm not going to pay this, but had we paid cash, it would have been like $500.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember because we were able to all the people who work there, early employees, were able to just put in their drinks themselves onto the ticket, and I was putting my drinks in, and I was very curious about the total, so I'd always scroll down to see
what it was.
And I was just like, oh shit! But then told me how it's going to actually go down, and I was like, oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. I mean, even then, even if we did have to pay that, that's pretty reasonable.
Right.
You know, had we done it at a restaurant, we would have been able to have a third as many people come, and it would have been 5 times more expensive.
And a third the fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. For the 2 hours I showed up.
I really enjoyed myself. You know,
it was great.
It was great.
Thank you for the invite.
No problem.
Old Logs Callahan provided some entertainment. He played Power of Love for you guys. I guess that was a request from Amy.
From me.
Oh, from
For
you.
her. The Call Me Out cover was a request from her for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
How about that? He did a bleak version of You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon. It was great. It really was great. But I was just like, man. At the end, afterward, I was talking to him. He's just like, what'd you think? I was just like, it was dark. It was like Alice in Chains and Chris Cornell meets Paul Simon. And that's scary because it's kind of a dark, it's a weird song. The fucking lyrics are messed up. Can you look up the lyrics for me? I'm really
they're
curious.
super weird. Hold on a sec. I'm pulling up our YouTube feed here.
I could probably do it real quick. But yeah, it's like, and Logan's like, he's got that kind of bleak kind of sound to him, you know, the ominous sound.
Okay, I got it.
So, him doing this, and then like we're all like, oh, this is great, and then all of a sudden you're just like, you're paying attention to the lyrics a little bit more because there's a lot less. It's just him and an acoustic guitar, so there's not much noise going on, like the horns and all that crap in the background. And you're paying attention to the lyrics, and you're like, God damn.
So I want to do the second verse because I think it's the funniest.
Yeah.
A man walks down the street. He says, why am I short of attention? Got a short little span of attention. And whoa, my nights are so long. Where's my wife and family? What if I die here? Who will be my role model now that my role model is gone? He ducked back down the alley with some roly-poly little bat-faced girl. All along, there were incidents and accidents. There were hints and allegations. And then the chorus is, if you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long-lost pal. I can call you Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al. Call me Al.
It's
just fucking weird.
It sounds like he was like really depressed when he wrote the song, but he has no like minor key like ability. Like he has no minor key ability. Maybe I don't know. I'm not a musical person.
But out of the three of us, you are the musician.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't go that deep, but yeah. So hearing him play that was really fucking funny and pretty amazing. So and he also played "Thank You," which is Broken Eyes Wedding Song, and that was really nice. He does a great version of it. I've heard him do that before.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a lovely man.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
And he refused to take any money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
which was very nice of him.
But what do you got there, Brown Daddy?
Brown's Ale.
Brown's Ale. Brown's Cherry Raz.
Brown's Brewing out of where is it?
Oh, we know Brown's.
Yeah, who's sick?
Oh fuck! Why don't we do it properly?
Yeah.
It's What Are You Drinking? Shaker sound effects provided by Brown Daddy Adam.
Formerly of BC Kitchen, formerly known as.
Yeah,
I'm the bartender here now.
Yes, you are.
I'm the bartender now. So, what? Spot on impression. Take it to the bank. Brown's is a wonderful brewing company. They're in New York, yeah.
North Hoosick, just on the right around the border of Vermont, there by Brennington.
Vermin.
So,
they're a fantastic brewery. I used to love their pale ale, just a regular pale ale, and their
Harvest.
Oh god,
yeah, the Harvest is amazing.
I can't remember the other one that I used.
That's
to
the wet hopped pale ale, right? Yeah, That's
but
fucking ridiculous.
they're like
this is great on draft. Obviously it's better.
So this is the cherry raz. It's crushable.
cherry.
So it's an ale brewed with cherries and raspberries.
Raspberries.
Amber ale combined with whole press. What are you doing?
He's having some popcorn. We have popcorn in the studio for
with
everybody.
whole pressed cherries and raspberries, tart enough to balance the sweet malt character for a clean, refreshing finish. It's very good.
Oh yeah,
I
their
like it.
oatmeal stout. That was they had a very good oatmeal stout.
I also
too.
have their whiskey porter.
Ooh, can I have that?
Oh, would you go on another beer tour? For anybody who's just joining us and not understanding who this man is, who this man mountain is, this guy travels the United States in search of beer, specifically the Northeast. But yeah, Adam's got quite the palate.
I opened it once before and gave my dad a taste, and so it might be just a tad flat.
Brown Daddy Adams' palate rivals our own Adams' palate.
That's fantastic. Which one is that again?
The whiskey porter.
Whiskey porter.
Prepare to listen to two guys blow each other
Wonderful.
over beer.
7.25%
Stuff. 7.25%.
What's it called again?
Wow.
Their whiskey porter.
Is it done in barrels?
Mm-hmm.
You can really taste it. It's got like. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to that you've had. It's very syrupy. It's got a lot of cherry flavors.
So it was always used to throw me off with like whiskey stouts and stuff. Like
Sam Adams cherry wheat.
It's a whiskey stout or a whiskey porter?
I'm kidding. I just wanted to see his face. Porter.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. Porter aged in bourbon barrels for 2 months. Rich, robust with hints of vanilla and coconut.
Coconut? I don't get any coconut.
Well,
I get a lot of vanilla and it smells like a Cliff Bar. Like it really does.
let me smell.
It smells like toffee and like nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it smells like a Cliff Bar.
Oh
like,
my god. Yeah, it smells like a fucking like yeah. I had one of those like weird bars, those protein bars. It just it lists the ingredients on the front of the package. I can't remember what is it.
RX bar.
RX bar.
The
Yeah,
one with the
that's
ice-
what it smells like. The chocolate one.
With what is it, Ice Cube or Ice Tea on the commercials now? Have you seen that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my, it's funny because it's just like a screen and it has like the bar,
Uh-huh.
and then a little door opens up and he'll pop out, and it's so simple. He just goes, "I'm a celebrity, eat this stuff," and then he shuts the door. It's like a 10-second commercial. It's genius.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
famous. Listen to me. Eat this stuff. It's good. And he shuts the door.
Yeah, well, shout out to those energy bars. They're delicious, and they smell like Brown's whiskey porter. So
that's so weird.
Yeah, it does. It's like it's very
like a combination of like oats,
caramel,
and
like
caramel.
chocolate,
It's like like
toffee.
caramelized sugars, and like fresh oats.
Yeah, and D's
Yeah.
nuts. All right,
That's why it tastes so good.
Brown's coming, stepping up to the plate again. Those guys, shit. When I was drinking beer, they were my like fucking go-to. They were a little pricey though back then. I don't know how they are now.
Yeah, they're like a $13.99 a 6-pack
Yeah,
kind of.
that's
That
about what
definitely would be, but their lower alcohol stuff is not bad.
No.
Not overly expensive. Maybe at $10, $11, $12.99. So
I got a flight of 8 or 9 of them or something like that, and it was only like $12, maybe a little more than that. I can't remember. It was.
And where are they located again?
North Hoosick in
North
Troy, New York.
Hoosick.
Hoosick.
Yeah, like if you're going out to.
Why are you wearing a hat?
My hair was, I don't know, I just felt like wearing one, and now I'm regretting it because I really don't want to be wearing one. But my hair's going to look like shit when I take it off.
Yeah. Is that your weed sport hat?
It is, but I can't wear it forward because I, quote, look like a progeria kid, end quote.
You do. You look like a cancer patient.
But, real quick, I wanted to, shout out to your fucking dad for smoking that pulled pork.
pulled pork
God
is the shit.
damn. There was, I've had it before, so I knew what I was gonna get, and I ate it, and I was like, God damn, this is good. I miss this, that heavy smoke flavor. And I was sitting down.
He does like it's similar to a Southern barbecue, but his like it's kind of a hybrid approach. His pulled pork is definitely solidly Southern barbecue, whereas his ribs are kind of a combination because he does like a dry rub, but they're more fall off the bone like Northern barbecue.
Yeah.
Whereas like fucking Southern style barbecue ribs, I fucking hate them. It's like, yeah, you know what I like? I like having to go get a toothpick and work at it for fucking 2.5 hours. You know, because you have to. They don't do it for long enough, and they do it at a much higher temperature.
Yeah. See, I don't mind. Everybody's got their own kind of way of doing ribs. I mean, the best way I've had was somebody who smoked them low and slow all day, then hit them on the grill real quick, and then served them with just salt, pepper, and garlic, and that's it. Those were the best ribs I've ever had, and that was down in Texas.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I like
outside of
but
Dallas,
that's the thing. Texas barbecue is totally different from Southern barbecue too.
Right.
Yeah.
Texas barbecue is very simplified.
Yeah, I like to have a rib, and I like to not have it fall off and like. Yeah, but I want to be able to pull it off the bone easily.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like in between, and he does a really good job with that. So, but
there
yeah,
were
that's
people
why
that were like getting it, and they're talking and everything. They take a bite, and then all of a sudden they stop, and they go, Jesus.
Yeah.
They kept a couple people.
Yeah, Christian goes, who the fuck made this? He's like, I've never had barbecue in New York that was good. And he's lived like all over. So, you know, we had a few people like, you know, Tanner's from Texas. Oh, okay.
Sorry. No.
Yeah.
I didn't want to drink that.
But I was talking about having him do barbecue for the wedding. And I was like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. He has a trailer. Yeah. His smoker is a trailer. Right. It's 8 feet long. You know, he can do a full pig in that thing if he wanted to. And everybody's like, oh, that's going to be so much. Can you,
Can we do a dead radio
ask,
field trip? Smoking a whole pig?
Yeah.
That's really fucking random.
We should do, I mean, we could do, we could do a pig roast for Creator Fest.
Dude.
Yeah, I could talk to him.
This is how you spitball.
And then
podcast and a podcast.
But I'm telling people, I was like, yeah, I'll have my dad smoke some barbecue and stuff. And they're like, oh, you can't, that's so much work. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I've seen him smoke enough meat for 100 people when he's got 10 coming over.
He had...
So I texted him. I was like, hey, so what do you think about this? He goes, sure. Like, it wasn't even a question.
Well, like you said, you're gonna have about like 120 people there.
Yeah, we're
like
capped at 120.
How much would a full pig serve?
Well, it's just the main course.
Yeah,
you need to do more than just one pig.
That's what I mean.
Because you're going to get about 30 pounds of meat off of a full pig. Right. That's probably close to enough for 100 people. Yeah. That's just a guess. It depends on the size of the pig. I mean, you could get a pig where you get 120 pounds of meat off of it.
See if you can keep the heads, too.
Yeah.
For sure. I want A, the skull, B, to make head cheese.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could do that. But I'll talk to him. I think at this point we're just going pulled pork, brisket, and ribs. So
see, because that's the other thing too. It's like how much if you're gonna have that pig,
get a little blood.
The thing with the pig is the processing. It takes a lot. Like for one person to do it the day of is gonna be really difficult. He'd probably have to do it the day before, shred it all down, and then reheat it.
Right.
Which is probably what's gonna happen. But if we do, ribs and brisket and all that kind of stuff, it can arrive hot, like ready to go.
Right.
So that's probably the route we're going to go with it. I love the idea of doing a full pig roast, but we can't smoke anything at the venue.
Can I make a suggestion also? We did this at our wedding, and it was everyone loved it, mashed potato bar.
That sounds good.
It was like
what?
Because the guy that did our wedding was a barbecue guy. He was a barbecue specialist.
Okay.
His daughter also did like a high-end catering thing, but he said we originally wanted to have like bruschetta, and then he's like, oh, we can do a bruschetta bar or whatever, and you have.
Don't you mean bruschetta?
Yeah. All right. Well. Yeah. What's your last name? Not.
De Laurentiis.
Yeah. Shoddy.
No, his last name is Hitler.
Yeah. What is your choice on the bruschetta?
Would you like some bruschetta? Anyway.
But and he's like, he goes, we can do a bruschetta bar. I got the, everything. This is how he's looking at us. He's not even looking at us. He's visualizing everything. And he's like, I could put the bread out and all the other stuff, the toppings, this and that. And you scratch that. You don't want that. Actually, I'm going to do something. I want to try this. I wanted to try this for a really long time. Mashed potato bar.
So it's just like it's kind of like a Sunday bar except for it's mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
So you have all the different toppings and stuff.
Brooke would have a stroke.
Yes.
She would fucking.
So he's like, you know, you
lose her mind.
A couple
over that.
different cheeses. You could do cheddar, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then bacon, chives, and all of a sudden he goes and he's looking at the sheet. He goes, "You got pulled pork. I'll throw an extra pound of pulled pork in there so you can put them in the mashed potatoes too." Serving
like a really
it
good
in a
idea.
stall
You want to know how that also sounds? You want to know how that also sounds to me? It sounds very cheap.
Yeah.
Because potatoes are not expensive.
No. Yeah, exactly.
The talk of build your own mashed potatoes and brisket makes blood flow to my penis.
We're talking. It just occurred to me the other day that I should probably approach Billy Bob's for side because we're gonna. If my dad's gonna do all the meat, we just have to have sides catered,
right.
And nobody's gonna pick up a catering with just sides.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to pick it up and hire a staff,
right.
Which is fine. That's gonna save us thousands. But then I was like, oh, you know what? Billy Bob's has pretty bomber mac and cheese.
They sure do.
They have good mashed potatoes too. So maybe just because I bet you if you just did sides for 70 people, it's only going to be like $500. You know, it's potatoes and macaroni and cheese. So I think we're going to do that.
That's what a lot of it was like we were saying. He's like, if you're going to do barbecue is basically it's like you got your good. You know, we did I think pulled pork and steak and chicken, I think, and he goes, and then we're gonna have tons of sides, and everyone's, you know, there's like everyone. That's what everyone likes. Sides. It's like small stuff.
Yeah.
He did like spoonable cornbread. It was like actual bits of corn inside this. It was. I didn't even get to try it.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's
so many carbs. This is just carb talk.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to eat all these carbs in 11 months.
What else was there? I don't even fucking remember now off the top of my head. Watermelon. Like, you know, you do little watermelon balls with Gorgonzola in the middle.
That sounds super weird. No,
well,
you don't like melon anyway.
I'm biased because I fucking hate melon. It's gross. It's disgusting. Watermelon is goddamn disgusting.
Well, I mean, it's pretty hyperbolic. I mean, we're not talking about like fish. You know, like anybody goes, I don't like fish. Most people go, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Well, like here's the thing: if there's melon in a fruit salad, I won't eat the fruit in the fruit salad because it's got that melon flavor. So it's not like fish, but it is kind of like fish to me.
You're
like any kind of melon,
or any kind
watermelon, cantaloupe,
muskmelon.
What is the other one?
Honeydew,
fucking winter melon, that weird fucking Japanese thing. I was just like, let me see if I'm able to eat something weird in Japanese. Can't eat that because it's like too much melon. It's this it's texture and flavor. It's weird. It's not rich enough.
It's fine. It's just your like the visceral reaction to it. It's
yeah.
like it's not like we're talking about deviled eggs here. You know, like
I love
anybody
deviled
can
eggs.
understand. But
Are
the
you
thing
gonna
is,
have deviled eggs at the wedding?
fuck no. I don't want to be within 300 feet of a hard-boiled egg ever.
Do you like them?
So you're going, melons are gross. Melons are disgusting. I like my food to smell like a foot and bad breath.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Melons do smell clean. I will give them
Yeah.
that. But I just don't like the taste. I don't know. Something about
They
it.
got to be pretty ripe. Like this. Spoon cornbread casserole.
Let me see that.
Mm.
Let me see that.
There's no picture, but it's called spoon cornbread casserole. Sounds good.
I'm working out your
Yeah.
wedding menu live on the show.
Yeah. I'm just
Adam's
it's just like
wedding.
a ice cream. It's just like an ice cream sundae bar, except for with
Mashed
with
potatoes.
mashed potatoes.
I can't
There you
find.
go.
You can't
Pig roast.
listen. If anybody's watching, there's only a couple of people watching. But if anybody's watching or whatever, let us know. How about this? Mashed potato bar, yay or nay? Message us on Facebook.
We
Let
can
us
probably
know.
do a poll.
Can we set up a poll?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's set up a poll. Should Adam have a mashed potato bar at his wedding? And then whether or not, that wins
I wish we had.
determines whether
You
want to
know what I really wish we had? I mean, I always wish we had more fans. But
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
had like 10,000 fans right now,
Yeah.
how great would it be to just raffle off a fucking seat at my wedding?
Yes.
Oh!
How cool would that be? Just raffle it off. All the money goes to Creator Fest. We'll do that in like 5 or 6 years.
Oh That's it. It would be
Yeah.
like
You're
to your-
getting
Well, no,
remarried or
no,
something?
it won't be for it
Yeah,
won't be
yeah.
for the wedding. It'll just
For your
no,
second marriage.
No, we'll raffle off. We'll raffle off like
Amy, I
like a
hate to
seat at
tell
a
you
party or
this.
something.
Yeah.
People can hang out with us.
or like your baby shower.
Yeah, there we go. Amy will be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Who is this person?"
There's a listener from Indiana. He's
Yeah,
gonna come
we're-
out here and just check out the baby shower. He just
Yeah.
wants to hang out.
I like that.
He definitely doesn't.
I
do
don't
math.
really like it.
I do. It's like
Yeah.
I do, and
Would this be Ein Stoke?
Yeah, Einstoke.
Ein Stoke Ulgard. Icelandic Arctic Pale Ale. It's a
Yeah.
little, I don't know, it's kind of bready.
I say malty. but
Yeah.
like-
I'm not a
It's
I'm
got
not
like
a huge,
a-
I'm not a big fan.
It's
I like- that's
exactly
I
what
like it. It's not.
I can imagine. It's exactly. This is what I'm picturing.
I was hoping it was gonna be better.
Something sweet, malty, not a ton of hops.
It's pretty
It's
hoppy.
hoppy.
for
Oh,
what
it
it
is?
Yeah, you got a little
Yeah.
on the tongue.
I just thought that like, it was going to be
tastes-
super sweet and super malty, just because it's an Icelandic beer, which is kind of cool.
It tastes like kind of like something from Magic Hat that I can't remember the name of it.
I love how they
Yeah.
say
All right.
Fat Angel.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, like a hoppy pale ale, but a little
Single
bit
choice?
higher alcohol, a little sweet.
I remember I loved Fat Angel. Fat Angel.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
a big fan of this. It's all right.
What do you think?
It's not bad.
Yeah,
It's,
this was a go-to. of a
Brewed
friend of
60
ours
miles
that-
south of the Arctic Circle.
that's
3
why.
kinds of hops: Icelandic water, Arctic pale ale, Cascade hops, American character. Just enough bitterness to make it refreshingly Icelandic. What? It's fine.
Just enough bitter because
Yeah,
you
so
know,
it's Einstoke Ulgard.
yeah.
It has a Viking on it. It's
I
fine.
just thought it was kind of cool,
Mhm.
and the balls they have to call it an
Hey.
Arctic Pale Ale,
fucking free beer, man. I'm not
an
complaining.
APA. Not even
You see, and it's only 5.6%. I would put this at 7 for how it tastes.
Really?
Yeah.
wow. Well-
which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just not my. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
They do a toasted porter, a
hate
Doppelbock,
toasted-
Arctic berry ale.
Direct
hate
to
toasted beers.
Sigradu
We heavy. You like we heavies?
End
No.
of Taku.
I do an Icelandic winter ale.
Do you got water? I just want to rinse this glass.
I haven't been drinking out of that, so.
That's fine.
Alrighty. So what am I drinking here? Adam,
I wanna try that.
numero dos.
This is Graft Fighting Pits.
I think I've had them before on the show. They had
Probably.
like a salt one.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
they're
had their
all kind of.
salt. Yeah, they do weird ciders, right?
Well,
they're
this
like,
one's a guava lime mojito cider.
Can I try that? I have to try that.
Look at his fucking.
He's like, fuck these assholes.
no, they're like the Dogfish Head of cider.
Okay.
They've had sea salt and black lime and all kinds of weird.
No, that was Dogfish Head. Or Dogfish Head did that. The Sea Quench.
Oh, yeah.
Well, these guys did
Oh
something.
yeah, they do. Yeah, I mean they
these
do all
guys
kinds
did
of-
something similar.
They could do like a freaking
Yeah, it was a
dog
it was
shit
a
pretzel
goza
bread
cider.
fucking cider or something.
What the fuck is going on there? It tastes like lime juice.
It does. It's very limey. It's very.
This is a mixer.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I can smell
not to say
it.
it's rough, but it's got that.
I just was not expecting it. It tastes like fucking not a sweet sour mix.
It smells like a tea with. It smells like tea, like chamomile tea, with apple juice and a fucking shitload of lime.
I can't wait for them to open up their freaking tasting room.
Where is it?
Newburgh.
Newburgh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Newburgh.
Got to get them on the show.
Yeah.
Wow, that is sour.
Right.
Holy fucking shit. Ah. I don't know how I feel about this. Milk
right.
sugar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Prepare to have lactose shits.
No, it's fine. It's all fermented out. That is definitely all fermented out of that.
New York apples, guava lime, mint, and milk sugar. Oh, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It's cloudy. That's probably from milk sugar.
It tastes like burn.
What's the percentage on that one?
6.9.
Okay, so they got some interesting stuff. I got to
They
reach
re-
out to these
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, they're a bunch of weirdos,
Okay,
man.
so their farm floor rustic table cider, wild yeast, barrel-aged cider, 6.9% alcohol, no sugar.
You get a lot of these.
They're doing that bad seed thing where they're just like bleeding. They're
but they're doing it with wild fucking yeast.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so sour.
Yeah.
And then hop mimosa cider, citrusy and juicy and tart, dry hop cider with Citra and Vic Secret hops, orange zest, grapefruit zest. Pairs well with late mornings and early afternoons. They got Salt and Sand, Fields and Flowers.
That was,
Peaks
I
and
think
Valleys.
that was the one.
Yeah.
Salt and Sand was the one I got. It was like it was good, but it was not.
They have so
You know
on
what?
this page there are 6 ciders and 3 of them are gozas.
Yeah, they're savages, man.
Yeah.
They do wacky shit. Honestly,
check this out: Peaks and Valleys spiced fall goza cider with birch, cinnamon, green anise seed, and pink sea salt.
that sounds really good.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Available.
I'm gonna get these.
So
fuckers
these
in
are their
here.
seasonals, I'd imagine. Well, I'll just go through them because I'm going to reach out to these guys probably tomorrow. Fields and so it looks like they do a goza for their seasonal. All of their seasonals are gozas. Fields and Flowers, all day goza cider with rose hips, hibiscus, rooibos, and pink sea salt. That's all
bitch.
you. That's
rooibos?
that fucking
bitch.
tastes like perfume.
Yeah, and medicine.
Rooibos is a herbal tea. It's like a bark.
Gotcha.
Salt and Sand, mezcal margarita inspired cider with lemon, lime zest, and smoked sea salt.
That was the one. That
Yeah.
was the one.
I was gonna say.
I already read the fall one.
It wasn't
and then
bad. It just was a little too much.
The winter one is Where Secrets Lie. Winter Punch goes a cider with hibiscus, rose petals, lavender, and pink sea salt.
Ooh.
So another one that tastes like perfume. So the one that they've got right now is the Peaks and Valleys. So we got to try and find this.
You could probably at Underground. Underground carries them a lot. Go back to the bottom.
Mm.
Can I see what else?
Honestly, the more I drink this,
Yeah.
the more I'm enjoying it.
So I mean, they have like 8 more.
Those are retired.
Oh, they're retired. Okay.
Tastes like
They have a lot more than this. They do, like obviously you didn't see this one on there.
No.
I wish this had a touch of sweetness to it. Just a touch.
Yeah.
Cloud City. Those are good. Book Cloud City. These are all different. Like see this.
Oh, okay. So they have a bunch of different. Wow, they have a lot. Holy shit.
Cloud City. Those are all dreamsicle style ones or whatever.
Black raspberry dreamsicle.
Guava dreamsicle.
And this one is what again?
This one. This is Book of Nomad.
Okay.
Which is and share. Yeah, they're all.
So this is Fighting Pits Guava Lime Mojito. That's all the description that they give. So they're fruited mochi ciders. Wow. And they got Jesus
What a
Christ.
monster!
That's what I mean. That's what I told
How
you.
are they fucking? How are they doing this?
They're
And
They
then
have-
old
they're
Chip
crazy.
Douglas.
They have like 30 or 40 different ciders.
Stephen M. Kovacs says this. Stephen M. Kovacs and the Lord Chip Douglas. Make your way to the fighting pit. Rest
No
in peace, Andy Dick.
No idea what that's from. Yeah.
Isn't that,
So I got to reach out to them.
Cable guy.
Yeah, the cable. I don't know why I was blanking on the name of the movie right there.
The more I'm drinking this, the more I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Because the guava
I just
starts
wasn't
to come
expecting.
out.
I
Well,
wasn't expecting it to taste
all of
like
these
sour
Book of
mix.
Give me
Nomads
that
are like-
wine. I'm drinking this swill here, so that it's like whacking out my taste buds. But I wasn't expecting it to be so dry.
That's how all these Book of Nomads ones are. They hit you at first, and then it's like, I don't think I can drink that, and I'm like, I want 2 more of these.
Yeah.
They'll have this stuff on draft.
This
at
one,
Underground.
it's good. The more you drink it, the more guava comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish there was a little less lime and a little bit of sweetness. Like, I like dry ciders. I do. I would say I prefer them, but I can only drink like 1 and a half. Like that, a full can of that is beyond enough, and then I have to have something to keep me from having.
Or you eat
fucking
something
agita
with
all
it.
night.
I don't know what you would, but
Well,
I would
eat
wanna-
something super
Yeah,
sweet with
I
that,
would.
or tacos.
So,
yeah, tacos.
or usually, like my taco recipe requires a beer. Usually, you want to use something shitty like Corona or like whatever. But I bet you half a can of that in my taco meat would be really good.
Yeah, like Cuban food, something like that's really like rich, like fatty. Oh, the fucking Nellies.
Yeah.
Go get Nellies right next, down a little from Crafted Cup. Go to Nellies, grab some of that shit.
48 Raymond Avenue.
48 Raymond Avenue. Grab some of that yuca. Get that oxtail shit, and then have a.
Is it 50?
50.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the lot's 46.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the lot's 46, 48.
Yeah, it
Ah,
was.
okay.
Yeah, because I think 48 was where Chan's was.
But
Because,
yeah,
that
some
whole,
of this with
that
that
whole
food,
thing,
man,
50
would be
goes
really good.
from Nellie's to the tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Or no, to the,
Yeah, I like it. The more I drink it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I would like to make a cocktail with it.
I'm also drinking La V.
Gin.
What?
He's going to bring gin,
I
too.
forgot.
Don't bring. How
bring
much
gin
do you
to
have
me.
over there? Pull everything out of there. I want to see what you have. While Ryan's describing his shit wine.
La Ville Ferme. La Ville Ferme. It's all French. I'm very bad with French. Récolte. It's garbage. It's complete garbage. It's grape juice with alcohol in it, and it's good for sangria and drinking on a podcast, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it looks pretty shitty.
Dog shit wine, but it's doing the trick. So.
Well, so Adam,
Keep it
again,
cold because
as
if
he
it's not
usually
ice-
does.
If it's not ice cold, it sucks even more.
I can imagine. So as Adam usually does, he brought way too much beer.
God damn.
Well, I know I share, so.
Who's driving Adam home?
Adam
I'm
is,
gonna
'cause
fucking
Adam's-
I'm gonna
and no
fucking
one-
walk.
Who's driving the Adams home?
'cause Adam's wife is down in
So what do you think we should do next? Do you want me? Oh, not that one.
Have you had this before? On here?
No, but we're gonna
Have you
drink
had
it.
it ever?
We're not drinking it next though because I just knocked it over.
Yeah.
I haven't
So
had this one yet.
so
That's
this
from
is a
Gorgonzola.
dry hopped mead.
It's a little warm.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put it in the fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the freezer section of the fridge?
Sure. Because I don't. No, it's not carbonated.
Always thinking of me.
All right. So set a
Such a
timer.
such a
Let's
lovely
not forget
man.
that that's in there, and we'll have it after the break.
Yeah.
So what do we want to try next? And again, do you want me to give you $5 for some of this? Because you always bring $60 worth of beer.
Kristen actually bought these.
Yeah.
The Book of Nomad one.
All right. Shout out to Kristen. Thanks. She's a wonderful
Also,
lady.
congratulations on your baby.
Yeah.
Speaking
Is
of
she watching right now?
I don't know. Is she watching right now?
I have one person and another person keeps dipping in and out. They got a bad connection, or it's probably me. Yeah, shout out to Mama.
So I'm currently going to Zazzle.com/deadradiopodcast and see if I can make a Dead Radio onesie for a little baby.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
I bet you I can. Let's see why not.
Maybe.
What are you doing?
Oh!
That's his baby.
Here, give me that. Give me that fucking.
I
Well-
texted it to you.
I know, but.
Dead Radio presents a shit story.
No, I don't. Here, plug your phone in. I want to get
It's an
clean.
iPhone.
I want to get clean.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
Christ's
fucking
sake. Oh,
adapter.
that's the one you sent to me?
Yeah.
I didn't remember it being so wet.
Oh, it was wet.
Oh God! Now I gotta try it. All right. hold
So you think we should go with this next then?
Yeah. So this is a double IPA.
Is it the
That's a
first one or
regular
second
IPA. What's this one?
Double. I
Double.
believe.
Yeah. So the Tartastic
And it's
fruit
not-
series
It's not very tart either.
from New Belgium.
Hold on 1 second. Is it the first one or the second one?
Let me see.
One of them's
Let me
18
see.
seconds long. One of them's 17.
18-second one. That's not it. That's
Oh, that was one fart. Okay, see. Try one.
Yeah.
Ah!
There it is.
Ah, that was straight water. That's some fucking.
I mean, you could maybe add that into the shit story bumper.
Jesus Christ. Is there like are the turds like still like manageable now, or are they turning into like human
it's-
like
It's weird.
dung.
It's stringy now, kind of. I don't know how it gets like that. It's just it's straight up milk. That's all she has, and it's just.
Because I hear that it's not so bad at first, and then it gets like they start human shitting, and that's when it gets really bad, where they're shitting out more shit than their body weight.
The first several, I'd say first 10 or so, were just nothing but like a black tar.
Well, yep, that I've heard.
And it was just like,
yeah.
But they don't smell. I don't know. A lot of people say, "Oh, the first ones are horrible." I'm like, I haven't smelled one yet. So,
well, goddamn,
that's good.
All right, what do you got now?
I'm trying to go to Zazzle to see if I can fucking do this.
Oh man, you're gonna be there for a while.
I know.
Zazzle's
This is a fucking nightmare.
Zazzle's a bit of a trick if you're not there to. If you're there to like make something, but if you're there to just buy something, it's not too bad.
But making it's terrible.
Well, we definitely can do leggings.
Yeah.
Which I kind of want to do. I want the biohazard
so
symbol right at the
fucking
crotch.
Weird. Why do they fucking do it like this?
What are you doing over there?
well, it's got like lemon in it, so
Lemon?
lemon. It's a strawberry lemon ale.
Strawberry lemon ale? That doesn't
This
sound
website fucking stinks.
Hey.
They're not a sponsor.
That's our merchandise.
No, I keep forgetting I got to call another potential sponsor.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck it. GoTeamTees.com. They sponsor a Friends podcast. All right. So we got to find a black. Does it come in black? It's got to be in black. Baby. Why did it says baby jersey bodysuit. It's a onesie.
You know there are people who would wear a bodysuit.
Yeah. Okay. So let's
I
go
still
with.
don't understand.
We got to do a classic one. No.
Understand what?
Rompers?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Why can't I just go?
Where it's like shorts and a shirt, like in one thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Apparently, they're comfortable, from what I've been told by women who wear them.
Imagine what happens then when you have to go to the bathroom.
You get naked.
Take all your clothes
Yeah, that's
off.
what it is.
Yeah.
Because I saw it was like a little cartoon thing of someone saying it's like these things are so comfortable. This is the best thing. It's so trendy and this and that. And you see them stand in front of the bathroom and it's just like, fuck.
Yeah, they gotta like zip it down and like take it off pretty much because you don't want to like
sitting on the floor.
We've talked about this on the show. I still
Yeah.
don't get it because I see guys wearing them now, which is even weirder.
That's fucking strange.
But it's just, I mean, wear what you want. It's all good.
See, it
but
looks like
you never catch
It looks
me
like
dead
it's
in one.
squished, but it's not. I don't know. I'm just trying to fucking build this stupid onesie.
Don't do it right now because you'll be
No.
here for hours.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway.
Podcast. Just
Okay, so
building-
Dead Radio podcast onesies are coming.
Yeah,
They are on the
their
way. We'll make adult-sized ones for the fucking weirdos, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. I might actually get one for myself. Show up to work in one.
Well, no one would know it's a onesie if you wear pants.
This is true.
They'll just think you're a fucking weirdo that tucks in his t-shirt.
No, I mean like the ones I'm not.
You
gonna
want
wear
like
pants.
you want like a romper?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
You got to come in a diaper too.
Yeah. How's the beer?
It's a little boring. It's pretty good. It's a little boring.
It's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be good in the summer.
I wouldn't compare it to like those like Bud Light flavored fucking beers, but it's a little. It has all of the things that it says, but it's
Right.
not sour.
No, it's not.
It's going for more of the cider.
More of the cider. It's good.
But it's good. But I wouldn't. If I paid $10.99 for it, I'd be like,
Yeah.
If I paid $8.99 for it, I'd be like, this is fine. But again, this would be a good mixer.
If it had a little
for
more
a beer cocktail, yeah,
of everything in it, I think.
Yeah. Oh. I knew this.
Are you gonna start doing popcorn every fucking week so you can chew into the mic?
No. Brooke said she had a craving for popcorn. I was just like, just make a bunch. I'll have some, assuming that she's going to make some and set it aside for me until after the show. And then she just brings me down a bowl. I'm like, well, I guess I'm eating on the air today.
Did you have that pipcorn that was down at
Pipcorn?
Yeah,
Pipcorn?
It was down at North River when they had it when it was open.
No.
It was like all pre-popped stuff, but you can. It was like that big. Like the kernels were super tiny. It was really fucking good though.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not big on popcorn. Sometimes when I'm drunk,
yeah.
if there's no snacks in the house, I do popcorn and hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
That's really good, but with way too much butter.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually only when I'm drunk. Because every single time I eat popcorn, I regret it because I get a kernel stuck somewhere for hours.
Oh,
My
I just
teeth.
take care of it.
No, like I can't get it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Or you get that fucking the Kevin James bit. You get the fucking kernel. It's spot welded to the back of your tongue.
Yeah, I have to worry about that because I got my chompers are like I got goblin teeth. So I'm like,
should reach out to like Invisalign as a sponsor.
Oh, how? Yeah.
Could you imagine how different
week
you would look?
by week chronicling my teeth? Yeah.
We could do a time lapse of it.
I'd be irresistible.
No, here's what we'll do. Have you seen that fucking game where you put the thing in your mouth and you have to try and say things and it like stretches your mouth really wide?
Yeah.
We'll buy that game just to have the thing.
Yeah.
And then we'll
I have
put
the game.
You have that game?
Karina does. Yeah.
Okay. So
she's got
every
the
week,
fucking Chinese knockoff, and it's amazing.
So every week we'll have you stand in like the same spot, and we'll take a picture, and then over the course of like a year, then we can do a time lapse of your teeth straightening out with you with that fucking thing in your mouth.
Yeah, and I'll wear it for the second half of the show or the first half of the show, and then take it out. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But we gotta get it sponsored by Invisalign.
Yeah,
first.
I'm not fucking doing that shit for free. Or not free. I'm not gonna pay to do that. 35 years old. I don't need fucking braces. I'm done.
Invisalign. Only everyone can tell.
I know
that you're wearing the fucking thing.
I'm gonna get. I've never seen him in real life.
You have. You just don't pay attention.
Nah.
There's 10 or 15 regulars that are wearing them every day.
Really? Wow, they're really good then.
No, they're not. You're just not paying attention. It looks like they're wearing a mouth guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really obvious.
Oh.
Yeah. And there are almost always people that fucking drink their coffee with a straw, whether it's hot or cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's a few of them because they think it doesn't stain your teeth. It's like, so instead of tasting your coffee, you just stick the straw halfway down your throat?
No,
Is that how you do it?
No, you stick coffee and it shoot. Well, I mean, you don't get the front teeth. That's the only thing. It still stains the back teeth.
Yeah.
It does. It passes past. It goes past your teeth.
It's just whitening toothpaste. It's fine.
Yeah. Like an idiot.
Just don't brush and don't.
I have like 5 cups of coffee a day. And my teeth are fine. They're not like Tom Cruise fine, but they're fine.
Imagine if I had a Tom Cruise smile with that. Well,
you ever like work with somebody who had fucked up teeth for years and years and years, and then they just get fucking caps?
Yeah.
No.
There's a guy that I worked with at Toyota. I worked with him for like 5 years, and then one day he came in and he had just like these big giant fake teeth. And it was just like, it looked weird, and he talked differently. His voice was different. Yeah, exactly.
My
Hi, Adam.
public speaking teacher in college was like that. But except it was just the 2 front ones, and like as a public speaking teacher, it's kind of like I might understand like you want to have your teeth look good, but like he came in, like they were like off white, and then all of a sudden it was just 2 giant chiclets right here in the front, like one day, and he the same thing. He wasn't used to them being that size, so he's like. Like trying to keep him all like it was like so much more up here that he couldn't really talk that well, and it's just like, all right, everybody. Like,
Oh my
like,
god!
oh my
So it was
God,
like
his teeth.
extra drooly.
Yeah.
Too.
This is also the same guy who married his wife after meeting her for 2 weeks.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the divorce rate thing?
No.
Divorce rates have dropped for the first time in like fucking 30 years. Dropped dramatically.
But our
dramatically.
society has moved so far away from the Lord that can't be
know.
true.
Yeah, divorce rates for people under 40 are in the low 20s now.
What?
Yeah, and divorce rates for people in above 50 is at like 70%.
It's because people are banging
No.
longer and harder and living together for longer.
That's exactly
and
what it
harder.
is. They're just like people aren't getting
Test
married
driving.
until they're in their 30s.
Uh-huh.
Most people.
And by then they figured it out.
By then they've figured some shit out. They've had a couple bad relationships. They kind of get it.
Yeah.
And there's no pressure to like start a family immediately. Parents nowadays are telling their kids, how about you wait until you're 26, 27? So it's pretty cool.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
36.
Old people are fucking stupid.
Well, I got married at. Wait, how old?
I was married 2 years ago, 34.
All right. Yeah, so I got married at.
But it wasn't the first one.
It wasn't the first one, no.
26? No, I got married at 26. I got married pretty early.
That's the better one. I gotta say that.
But the thing is, you'd live with Brooke for 5 fucking years.
It was longer than that. It was like 9.
Yeah. So
it was 8. I'm sorry, it was 8.
Yeah,
years.
I mean, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I've lived with Amy for 3 years now.
It's
So,
about See, that works.
Yeah,
I
it'll
tell
be 4
people-
by the time we get married.
I tell people live together for a year. If you can make that year, and you can and you don't want to kill each other, and you're not sick of the other person, then you're probably going to do okay. It's a fucking lot. Being boyfriend girlfriend, going out on dates, that's all fun and shit.
Yeah.
But when you live next to someone and they're fucking awful underwear, their shitty socks, and them clipping their toe, you walking around the corner and they're in the bathroom naked clipping their toenails, that fucking shit, that's shocking for a lot of people.
Everyone just picture Bosch with 1 foot up in the toilet seat, facing away from you,
with my asshole spread for no real
clipping his
reason.
But his
toenails.
hair up in the
Yeah,
towel.
his
though.
hair's up in the towel.
I do that still.
I'm clipping my toenails. Can
Yeah.
you give me a...
Yeah.
No, I got to say, though, the first time that...
Popping zits and flushing your fucking nasal cavities just because you're congested. Yeah.
The first time that Kristen stayed at my house when I went to work, she's like, oh, I got to go for an interview or whatever it was, the Poughkeepsie Children's Home, I think it was, or something. I was like, yeah, fine, whatever. And I called her up at noon.
Yeah.
So, how's it going? She's like...
That genital wart cream is old. Very old. Years old.
I said, what's going on? She's just like, oh, I'm just finishing another load of laundry. I just dusted the kitchen or the living room and your bedroom. And, I found the mop, so I mopped the floors and this and that. I'm like...
You found the mop?
I have a mop.
Where was it? And I was dead silence for a second. And she's like, you there? I'm like, you did all that? Yeah, why? I said, I was married and dated this fucking girl for 5 years beforehand, and I'd come home at 8 o'clock at night and had to make dinner.
Yeah.
No one.
I always forget.
I had to be home in order to clean the house, and I got to clean the bathroom and the kitchen because that's where I spent most of my time. And I'm like, or most of the time other than her, and I'm like, because you don't fucking cook.
Yeah.
Kristen brought over her own pots and pans one time because she thought I didn't have anything to make me dinner one time. And I'm like, I do have a pot. I at least have that. But
I do most of the cooking, but that's just kind of because I like it. And Amy's very indecisive. She can cook, but she's just like, I don't know what to cook.
I get in my overthinking mode.
Yeah.
If I just go with my gut, then it usually works out okay. But then I start overthinking things, and it just falls apart.
Yeah. I mean, she's very good at I'm gonna make a meatloaf, and she makes an amazing meatloaf.
That's
For
what I
me,
mean,
I go,
same
I
thing.
open the fridge and I go, what the fuck am I making?
Yeah.
And then I just make something up, and it goes really well, and it works pretty well with the back and forth because with the traditional if we're going to have meatloaf, Amy's is way better than mine, but I can make a meatloaf missing half the ingredients that I would normally use.
Yeah,
I'll make something else out of it. But
Brooke's a soldier in the kitchen.
Yeah,
she's an animal. Makes
those freaking
steaks, ribs, chicken.
Yeah.
Those stupid little meat poppers, whatever the hell. I don't know what to call them.
Turkey or whatever.
Yeah. It's the most. It's the simplest thing
kind of
ever. People lose their fucking mind.
It's like a meat cupcake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except it's not a meat. It's
Yeah. It's the meat part's just the wrapper of the cupcake.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you eat the
But
wrapper.
you eat it.
It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup, except meat and cream
it's
cheese
like
and spinach.
It's like spinach.
So it's like
spinach dip, kind of.
It's
in turkey, and then she puts it into a muffin
With some
tin and
spices
bakes
and
it.
everything.
Yeah, she calls them Florentines because it's
Okay.
like eggs Florentine is with spinach and bechamel and all, or not bechamel.
I need another
hollandaise
drink,
sauce.
Adam.
Yeah. Do it to it.
All right, then I think we should take a break.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're closing in on an hour. But oh god, that is piss yellow.
Sure is.
It's new school. That's why.
Wow.
It smells delicious.
It looks like urine.
Yeah, when you've had like a lot of protein that day and it fills up. Into
yeah.
Or you have a guest on the show and you pretend to think like they're gonna
Yeah.
drink you're gonna drink urine.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think anybody would really believe this is urine.
Oh, I
It's
would,
got,
man.
It's got
even-
bubbles in it.
Well, it's got that froth that like if you got to pee for a long time, but that's not a long pee color. That's a short pee color because you're dehydrated.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
like working
That's
outside
good.
for 4 hours and you haven't had anything
Yeah.
to drink.
What is it called?
New School IPA by Southern Tier.
It's really tough to get like a fairly standard American IPA to stand out. So it's good, but it's just I don't know if I could pick it out of a lineup.
Well.
They had a 15 pack, I think, for like
Bless you.
bless you. It
Gesundheit.
was like 18 or $20 at Thrifty of like a mix pack of these.
I love when 15 beers come in a.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yep.
It's the new
Well,
thing.
because
huh?
didn't I do that last week?
Yeah, 21st Amendment.
Yeah, the 21st Amendment Brewing. They had a 15 pack, so you got 4 varieties instead of 3, which was great. And I kind of disliked one of them, which really surprised me.
Which one?
Do you remember?
Not the watermelon.
Wait, which
one.
one?
No, the watermelon's fantastic.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it was
the
just,
one
it
that
was
you didn't like. It was kind of
some
like
kind of
meh.
pale ale.
Yeah, it was just like a whatever one. Like,
but I mean, like I think, like I said, I wouldn't kick it out of bed, but it's just not that good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like this Southern Tier New School IPA.
It's pretty balanced right across the board. A little juice, a little hop, a little.
We got to get Logan in here to perform "Power of Love."
Yeah,
so we can
for
get
sure.
it on, so you can get the audio.
Speaking of which,
I recorded on Amy's phone.
let's take a quick break. We'll give Logan some heavy plugs here. This is Logan Callahan. All my mistakes. He's got other stuff in the work too. He's also playing. He's also singing leads for the band For No One. And
Who have been on the show.
he's a stand-up dude. He plays a mean
Oh,
guitar.
I forgot to mention they played the Arlington Street Fair too.
Oh yeah, how
Yeah.
was it good?
It was great. I was only able to stay for one song because I had the booth and all that. Did we even talk about that last week?
Not
Street
really.
Fair.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do it on the way back.
Okay.
All right, I'll write it down. Hold on.
Oh, and we can officially start plugging Creator Fest, so we'll do that on the way back in.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So I'd like to keep this break kind of short, so let's do like 5 minutes.
Under 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right. How much time we got left on this song?
2 minutes and 50
Okay.
seconds.
So one more song after this, and then we'll be back. So you can hit the fast forward thing 10 times.
Or just listen.
She could tell that I much to say and not enough time. Just one day. Can I have tomorrow too? You don't know the times I've tried, the times I've died waiting on you. Captivity was killing me, I just could not take it. Spoken fears, lost years, but no way to change it. But it all made sense in time. If you give me tomorrow, I would swallow your sorrow and dry those crying eyes. Though the whole world's in ruins, I know we can fight through it. So give me that chance and try to watch the sunrise. Whenever I'm alone by myself, there's someone else whose presence I'm feeling. It's you on my mind all day. That's where you stay. My thoughts are stealing. Despite any silence, my heart will not falter. No matter what you do or say, it cannot alter how I felt all this time. You tend to hide your scars, but they don't spell who you are. And though I don't know how you feel, I know. Oh, if you give me tomorrow, I would swallow your sorrow and always be by your side. Though the whole world's in ruins, I know we can fight through it. So give me that chance and try to watch the sunrise. Close as you do, your hair a crown of thorns, crucify yourself.
This is Logan Callahan. You can check out my music at logancallahan.bandcamp.com. You were listening to Dead Radio Podcast, the #1 podcast in Poughkeepsie, because fuck Darkside.
Yeah, I don't think it's working. That was airdrop. Just try my
so it
phone.
wasn't me. Right on. Yeah, logancallahan.com. Check him out. Old Logs Callahan. LOGANCALLAHAN.com. Send him a message and ask him about his new stickers because I don't know where to find them.
This clip is fucking. My brother sent it to me.
We're just not paying attention to
It's
this
fine.
right now.
It's all good.
So, but I have Ryan trying the boosted board for the first time, even though I tried to get him to do it for months.
No, I've tried it before, haven't I?
No.
Yeah, I did. I tried it when you first got it. I had Crocs. I did it with my Crocs on out in
That
front
wasn't
here.
when I first tried it. When I first got it, that was a while after. Because I remember asking you a couple of times if you wanted to try it. You're like, nah. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm remembering it wrong. It's fine.
It was definitely this is definitely not the first time I've
All
tried
right.
it. I just couldn't remember.
I
how
put it
it
in
how
beginner
worked.
mode when you tried it that
Yes,
time.
yeah,
It's way easier. But I mean,
like
if
the speed ramps up instead of
Yeah.
just going. Okay, we're going.
and it's even faster for you because I probably outweigh you by 50 pounds.
It was like I pushed it slowly, and then it started going, and then I must have nudged it just a little bit too much pressure, and then all of a sudden wanted to go.
Just shoots out. From
And I was
underneath
like,
you.
ah! And I just let
Yeah.
go, and I let go of the thing, and then it was fine. But
Yeah.
the thing that I made the mistake was I didn't want to drop your controller.
Well, it's got a wrist strap.
I didn't put the wrist strap on.
How long did it take you to figure out how to turn it on?
I turned on the thing and I saw it was just flashing. I saw the Bluetooth light and I was like, "There's another button on the board. It has to be." So I flipped it over. There it was. And then I looked at it. I flipped the switch. It didn't do anything. I pulled the trigger, flipped the switch. It did something. I was like, "All right, here we go. This is how we do it."
Yeah. So this was
Montel
last
Jordan.
night.
This is how we do it. I love that
So
song.
last night at the engagement party,
Shout out to
Bosch,
Montel Jordan.
drunk, decided to ride the boosted board in the coffee shop.
Why does everybody think I was fucking drunk?
Because you usually don't do stuff like that.
I was being silly. I don't know. I wasn't.
I think I
was
thought you.
fine.
The amount that I saw you drink, you usually don't drink that much anymore.
I
see. Yeah, I see. You
I
have
didn't
like-
drink that much.
Really?
I only had I had 4 coffee cups worth of cider. That's it.
Oh, well, yeah, in 4 hours. That's not
And
much.
I was drinking.
But I've seen
I was
you have
drinking
like.
water in between every time.
I've seen you have 2 gluten-free beers. And be like, I'm drunk. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big well, if I don't pace myself,
Yeah.
then that's it. I'm
All
done.
right. Well,
But
that's
yeah,
cool.
I was
I mean,
really-
I was in no.
I was loosened up, but
Yeah.
that's probably why.
Yeah.
And nobody was around. It was like we were closing. I just felt like doing something stupid.
Well, that'll be on the Instagram tomorrow. Maybe I'll put it on Crafted Cups Instagram too.
This is what happens after hours.
So back to the engagement party. I invited Jamie, who's a regular
Oh yeah,
at Crafted Cup, and I invited. I was like, he's gonna fucking love this. He'll enjoy coming. And I was like, I'll fucking hand him a camera. He'll take pictures all night, and he took a ton of pictures, a ton,
Mostly
like
of
to the
Amber.
point where I was like, Jamie, like, why are you taking 6 pictures right now? One of those is definitely fine. And he's like, no, I want to zoom in and do that. And he's like, take a picture of the group, and then take a picture of each individual person, and then take a picture of the couples within the group. I'm like, what are you doing? But anyway, he put $250 towards a camera that's on our wedding registry. Yeah.
What a savage!
That
So,
guy.
yeah.
When I left Billy Bob's, because he was a regular there also, I went back to make a delivery there, and I forget who it was. It was like, oh, Jamie
get
left
that
something
cider.
here for you. I was like, Jamie, why? What do you mean? And hand me a little envelope, whatever. Guy give me $50. Just
Jamie's
because really good guy.
Jamie's a really good guy. He just he just notices people that take care of him or like just decent human beings. Like he just appreciates people being like kind.
Right.
Even though he can be a little wild sometimes, but he's a good dude. And it was cool seeing him.
Do you wanna try some of this?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he seemed to have had a good time. And then Rob, we're back at the house. He must have been drunk. But he's like, so I didn't get you anything. What do you want? And I was like, we have a registry. So we point him in the direction of the registry. And he's like on his phone. And he's just like, well, what do you want on here? I was like, well, the thing that we really want is the kiln, which you can contribute towards. He's like, wow, that's a lot of money. Blah, blah, blah. And we're like, you don't have to buy the whole thing.
kiln.
It's $1,700.
Yeah.
But, that's something that we really want. And he's like, okay, cool. I gave you $200 towards it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? $50 is like a normal engagement party gift. $200.
Well,
but now if he ever gets married, I got to buy him a $200 gift for his engagement party. And like, what are you going to do? Are you going to up that for the wedding? You know?
Oh, baby.
Wow. That's good shit. You haven't had this? Yeah.
I keep meaning to go up there because it's just north of Burlington.
Yeah, so this is Havoc Mead.
It's so good.
I
really
love
good.
that mead is a thing
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's not just like me explaining to people at a party that this is mead and I made it.
Yeah, there's been people
Yeah.
coming into the coffee shop going, "Oh, you serve mead." I'm like, "Oh, all right. Let me see that, please." So it's
I
a
had- they
dry
had another
hopped
one.
mead.
Smeed?
Smead.
Smead. Smead.
Smead.
It's weird.
Havoc mead. Got a B on the front.
That's a really good impression.
Yeah, that's a really good.
Taste the precious.
Let's take this price. Yeah, now I think mine sounds like shit now.
It does.
Oh,
So it's
man.
called Hopswarm. It's
What's
dry
mead
hopped
precious?
mead.
How do they make mead precious?
Wildflower honey. That's what I taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always do mine with wildflower.
It's it's sweeter and it's got more of like a
A good sweet though, not like
yeah, like I don't know, like wild yeast. It's got this weird like sour note to it. Like gamey's not the word. Gamey's not the
No,
word,
it
but
just-
it's
it tastes
along the
wild. It
line.
tastes,
yeah.
you know.
natural.
It's good, man.
It has
This
a
is
lot of
really good.
layers.
It's all point meter can go fuck themselves.
I almost wore their shirts.
I'm wearing the hat. Yeah.
I fucking love those guys. They kept us fueled last night.
Yeah.
A lot of people drinking the Revolution last night too.
Yeah.
But if you're fucking sick of them, Havoc Mead, Hopswarm, dry hopped mead. Yeah, these guys are great. Colchester, Vermont. Very cool.
I think I picked that up in Manchester, actually. Manchester, Vermont.
Does he?
But they have another one. I don't know how many flavors they have. Like I said, I didn't get to go check them out when we were up there. But they had another was a ginger one. That was
Ginger's
it was almost,
always a good go-to for mead.
and it was very, like a very like a. I don't know, like a sharp, very sharp. Like you can actually, I mean, it's like it's not like a like ginger, whatever. It actually tastes like fucking fresh ginger sitting in there. It was very, very dry, like almost no sweetness to it whatsoever.
I'd be curious what the hops that they use for this. Because
7 different ones. They don't.
Oh,
say.
there's 7.
7.
Oh wow! Because
I mean, it's definitely it's going to be. I mean, it's going to be Cascade because you put Cascade in everything. That's
Yeah.
kind of the base.
But it's not like a tooth stripping.
Well, it's
hop.
because it's not boiled.
Yeah.
It's dry hopped. You're never going to
Ah,
get bitterness
okay,
out of
okay,
dry
okay,
hopping.
okay.
You don't really want to. I mean, you can hop mead in the boil a little bit, but if you go above like 15 IBU, it's going to taste like shit.
Yeah.
Because I did it once, and I was just like, okay, so this should be, for my IPA, I do this much, blah, blah, however many ounces it was. So I was like, so I'll do the same thing. And it tastes like chemicals. Yeah, it completely overshadows the honey and everything. So I wound up, giving that to Chad. He made some moonshine out of it because it was.
How is
terrible.
Chad, by the way?
He's good. He hasn't been doing much work.
I haven't heard anything about
Yeah.
him lately.
Fucking lazy Native
Yeah.
American on welfare.
So, but I think he'll probably make some stuff for the wedding.
That's what
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you also, that every time I hear you do the sponsors, you sound like Chad.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Pull it up.
No, I can hear it.
Yeah. Sponsorship for boy.
I can't wait for the cease and desist.
Support for the Dead Radio
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah,
You sound like you're doing a fucking.
The Crafted Cup, Poughkeepsie's premier coffee house. at 44
Homemade
Raymond Avenue.
beaver tail pemmican.
Prime print shop at 7
Hell, white man.
Main Street in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah,
Serving the
that's-
Hudson
that's like
Valley's
right on the money.
professional, municipal,
Yeah.
and educational
I'll just write
full
down.
service copy,
Ow, white
printing,
man.
scanning, and custom printing.
Ah,
And also, viewers like you. Underwriting support provided by Matt Coven,
Might as well just play the whole thing.
Julia Farisi, Anthony Lavelle, and Track 7 Studios.
Me out of there?
yeah. No, I turned the volume
You
down like
scumbag.
at the wrong moment.
It's still in there.
No, because I.
No, I'll play it again.
So here's where you can find this. You can get on their website.
Damn, this is good. What's
havocmead.com, HAVOC mead, MEAD.com.
6.9%, just like the Revolution is 7. I love these like crushable meads, these session meads that everybody's doing. It's great.
The only problem is the price.
Yeah.
You know, it's very and for us at Crafted Cup, it kind of is what it is. Fire Drake chili pepper mead. Well, one of my favorites is that Bird's Eye chili mead.
Yeah, that's
from
why I just
South Africa.
South Africa?
Yeah.
But you're black. You're black.
Yeah. I know. You are? You are. He is.
He is. Joe Pesci. He is.
He is. You are.
Or no,
He
he
is.
goes, you are.
You are. He is. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Whatever Leo wants, Leo gets. Fire Drink has balanced subtle spiciness and cocoa undertones that complement its dry honey flavor, inspired by traditional mole flavors, and made with ancho and guajillo chilies and cocoa extract.
The funny thing, I talk shit about Soul Point, but they would be like, yeah, let's if like Havoc wants to do a collab, and they'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we got to do something too.
No,
I was thinking about doing.
Oh, I was just speaking toward the kind of like Cousins is one of those that seem like they're not worried about the competition. They just want a blooming craft beer community.
Yeah, and that's what we want too. So I'm really hoping that this year's Creator Fest we can build a lot more. I want to start doing more collabs. We just haven't had the time.
Yeah. Sure,
but
King's Court. Had a great showing at the First Friday. I didn't talk about. I was at First Friday, this past one, the San Gennaro thing. Did you go to that?
I haven't been to one yet.
Oh, really?
No, not yet.
They're pretty good.
Because it's every. Oh yeah,
it's every First Friday.
Yeah.
And it's kind of roaming around. Do you not want to talk about that one?
No, it's just Estella. They've gone a little skunky, which just happens.
Yeah.
With this type of beer, so it's like I'm not talking shit. It's just the style of beer, and it's in a green bottle.
Yep. But the First Friday they did like a
Nitro.
San Gennaro festival type thing over by Noah's, and it was fucking packed.
I saw the pictures. How fucking packed.
Packed. I went there with my
was packed early, too,
sisters-in-law, my co-sisters-in-law,
co-sisters-in-law,
and my sister-in-law, just sister-in-law, and every time one of us went and said, "Oh, I want to check out this food wagon," it took us 5-10 minutes to 15 minutes to get back to the group. Wow. Like we just kept breaking up, and it finally found a home base there. But
I just want to show you this picture of your fucking nephew.
It was assholes and elbows.
Your co-sisters-in-law made me think of it.
Wasn't it Avery?
Avery. Yeah. My nephew's awesome.
That is such a good
picture.
picture.
He's a cute kid.
Every fucking time he got a bite of that ice cream, he flipped his shit. It was hilarious. It was bite of ice cream, then giggling for 30 seconds. So I just wanted to show you that.
Yeah, that's what you have to look forward to.
I
man.
was literally just thinking at him like I miss my sister.
Well, he's like
not a year yet. He's like
but
December, so like 9 months.
Like your baby's boring. Your baby's gonna be boring. You like him
right now.
But I like babies when they just start to when they can start really getting into trouble.
Yeah.
That's when they're super fun.
He's not to say this morning I'm sitting there eating cereal holding him, and all of a sudden he's kicking his legs up, and he's like, I'm like, what the fuck's he doing? He's trying to get to in between me and eating. His face is right here. I'm like, the hell's he? I'm like, and he's got this face like, hi.
They just started giving him food.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he can,
night.
French fries, they just give him a French fry. He starts knowing he's eating real food now. Mm-hmm. Not even the puree shit. You don't like it. But it's weird, man.
It's fine. He's got teeth.
Or like a child, not in that way.
Yeah,
but
it's like I never thought I'd be into kids. Now I'm really into kids.
Yeah, super into kids.
Yeah,
I hang outside the high schools and everything. I mean, not the high schools.
No, the elementary school. It's closer.
But it's weird. But he's a cute kid. What the fuck was I saying?
First Friday, and then I got distracted because I had to show you that picture.
It was just dicks and assholes the entire time. It was just a flood of people, and it's fucking Noah's too. You know, it's a weird section, but
There was a shooting there at one point.
there's shootings there all the time.
I know, but I'm just like,
But
but not on the days that the white people go there.
Oh,
which is
boy.
First Friday and the Christmas tree lighting. The rest of the time, you shouldn't go there. That's what I'm saying.
that's the late night place to be.
I'm saying all the locals are like, I'm not fucking going to that. All those fucking white people, I'm not hanging out there. That's what it is.
The only time I've ever been to Noah's, there's always been cop cars in the front there. Every fucking time. And I was like, this is why I don't want to fucking them down here at all.
Yeah, that place, that whole area is just fucking terrible. But it's just, then all the white people are like, we can do whatever we want. I love Poughkeepsie. Fucking assholes.
Potential.
Yeah.
It's got
Yeah, they
potential.
all have the fucking potential
Yes.
on the back of their fucking Subaru Forester.
When are you getting yours?
Yeah, when am I getting
Yeah,
mine?
I'm gonna get.
I have a Subaru. When's my potential potential
they're supposed to mail it to you.
coming into the
I'm gonna
mail?
get you a Bernie
Should've came with
Sanders.
my registration.
I'm gonna get you a Bernie Sanders 2016 sticker.
No, the one with just the
An
glasses and the
yeah,
bad hair.
and,
Yeah,
feel
that
the
one.
burn. An NPR sticker and a potential sticker, and then like a walkway over the Hudson sticker on the window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's perfect for your Subaru.
And then, no, even better. And then just one out of state one, keep Vermont weird or something like that. Because that's all there is
man.
up there.
Yeah.
No, we should talk to Mid Hudson Subaru and tell them like every
Yeah.
Subaru must be
No,
sold with a potential.
You should just
sticker.
go in there and complain. Just be like, I got a Subaru a long time ago, and no one has mailed me my sticker.
Well, I know the owner, so I can actually probably make it happen. But yeah, First Friday was actually really cool though. So I don't know if they're doing another one for November.
No, October was the last one, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. If
no,
they're-
October.
Are
Oh,
they
yeah,
gonna do it
October,
in
yeah.
the underwear factory though?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I've never
I mean,
been
like
there.
I'm like kind of friends with the guy who runs it. I should reach out.
Oh yeah, Ryan.
Because
right?
I was planning on. Well, there's another guy. That's friends with Joe's girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah, but I met him a few times. I don't know him that well, but we're Facebook friends. So
That means
because
you
I
like
wanted
this.
to, but I want to get us a booth. Why the fuck not?
Yeah. What is this shit? Oh, Havoc Mead.
Promote some more
I
Creator
was
Fest
doing
stuff.
Finding some more.
Havoc Mead.
Oh yeah,
and-
Creator Fest.
Havoc Mead and Cold Brewed Coffee have come together with Nitro Mead. Coffee Chaos is brewed with 100% raw wildflower honey, and it is aged 100% locally roasted coffee. Holy shit! Wow, these guys are
They
smart.
have a sour
They're
cherry
still
one too.
wow, great fucking artwork. It's a goddamn. It's a bulldog and a Viking helmet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want that tattooed.
I was just gonna say, like, I want to jokingly say, like, you'd get that tattooed, and then all of a sudden,
I want my bulldog
it
with
comes
a
out.
Viking
Yeah.
helmet for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is really good.
Yeah,
This-
I
this
downed
Havoc,
mine.
for sure.
I'm drinking a filler beer right now. So let's talk about Creator Fest.
yes.
So we picked our dates. We just got it approved by Vassar, so we can officially announce it. May 4th this year, Star Wars Day.
yes,
Yeah.
It's gonna be the week. It's the week before Mother's Day, so come out, get some gifts.
Yes.
yeah.
Especially like
Yeah.
emphasis on that. 'cause
Yeah, we have a lot of really awesome craft vendors
it's
doing,
great
you know,
stuff for
pottery,
Mother's Day.
jewelry, soaps, all kinds
Flour,
of
sunflower flour.
oils. And we're gonna have a bunch of desserts this year. I met a ton of new potential vendors.
Awesome.
So like 5 or 6 different dessert things. What else? I got the bread lady, the lady who makes the gluten-free bread at the farmers market.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
even know. I don't
It's
like. Are
like
you?
Nilda's or something like that.
Oh yeah, I do know Nilda.
So I got her card. So hopefully we're gonna be
cookies.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna be at like 50 vendors this year. We were at 37 last year. I'd like to be at 50. The rain date is gonna be May 11th, which is the day before Mother's Day.
So any last minute.
Yeah, but that's worst case scenario. So I'm really hoping that it'll mirror last year, where the weekend before our event
Bands.
was fucking 72 degrees and sunny the entire day.
Yeah.
So bands aren't really lined up 100% yet. We've got a few in mind. We've had a lot of interest. I'm not worried about booking them out, but
I'm not either.
we're going to change the lineup a little bit this year, not to disparage anyone, but we need to change it every year.
I
can't
think
have the
we
same
should
lineup.
try and get Midway back together.
Yeah.
Because Jack is creeping the.
Yes,
I know the owner.
Yeah, send me their info.
The Oatmeal Man is.
Yeah, Jack the Oatmeal Man.
He's creeping the Vassar campus now.
He just sits and crafts a cup all day.
Yeah.
But he did get a job, so I don't know where it is.
Yeah. It's playing Magic the Gathering on his computer.
Yeah.
Acting like he's actually working.
He's not playing Magic.
see you,
he's
motherfucker.
not playing Magic the Gathering. That's a different. He does play Magic the Gathering, but that's a different game.
Oh boy.
Matthew's telling me all about it, and then after like 2 seconds, it was just like white noise. No, it's no, it's like when the bomb goes off in the Hurt Locker. It's like when you guys start talking about D&D. Yeah. What would I mean, that's a funny line, but
Hurt Locker bomb drop.
the Hurt Locker bomb noise.
I haven't.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Creator Fest. If anybody would like to donate, just give us. We should put a donate button on the Facebook page. You can do that. It links right to a bank account.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. I can't believe I didn't think of it. We should do that for the show too.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Yeah.
But also,
So May 4th, if you're looking for a vendor spot, it is strictly for local creators, people that make shit. If you sell solar panels or lease solar panels, don't fucking even email me.
Do not talk to us.
Yeah, it's for artists and creators. So if you have a podcast, if you have a radio show, if you have...
You paint pictures?
You paint pictures.
You sculpt dicks?
Yeah. Sculpt penises.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that.
Freshly sculpted penises.
You make mugs. You make soap.
What's happening over there?
Fruit flies.
Oh, get him. Get that motherfucker.
He's around the microphone.
Yeah. Those big banana hands of yours. Fucking get him, Andre the Giant.
So, yeah. Definitely going to be looking for more vendors. If we...
Stop rhyming, I mean it!
Anybody want a peanut?
Rest in peace, Andre the Giant. Did you hear when they were trying to do heart surgery on him, what they asked him? Like, they've never done hearts or like they've never had to put somebody under the size of this guy before, and they're asking his friends, well, how much does it take for him to get drunk? They said it takes him 2 full bottles of vodka to get a buzz going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He used to drink like 6 cases of beer a day.
There's a picture of him just like smiling for the camera with a Miller Lite in his hand.
And it looks like one of those. It looks like a 4-ounce can.
It looks like a taster.
Yeah.
It looks like a taster at a street fair. It's just like.
This is really good.
Oh yeah, speaking of street fair, we didn't talk about the Arlington Street
We
Fair
didn't.
at all.
It was. I mean, it was a very busy day for me, and I think that the main.
I was too busy getting molested by drag.
That's why we
drag
didn't.
queens.
That's why we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
So that day, I had the Dead Radio booth. I was shooting for the Arlington Street Fair for Arlington Bid, which is one of the pictures that I just showed you. Bob, if you're listening, I'll have him tomorrow. I don't know. They don't need.
Bobby!
They don't really need him until next year to promote next year's.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not really much of a rush. But so I was shooting for them and promoting Creator Fest and passively selling bottled water. I just put it out and put $1 in a Dead Radio mug and just fucking fucked off and did all the other shit that I had to do. Yeah, that's crazy. His hand is like, you're talking about Andre the Giant again.
Yeah. It's a bushel of bananas.
Yeah,
you got a giant ass hand,
but it is.
Like you're a big bastard.
It's 40% larger than Adam's hands.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah, Jesus. So yeah, so I was just kind of riding the boosted board up and down, meeting people, taking pictures. We didn't sell any T-shirts, but I didn't really expect to. Gave out a lot of stickers, met a lot of people. Met quite a few people that were interested in Creator Fest, including one crazy woman who she started off like, oh, that's great, like with the charity that we have and stuff like that. She's like, you should talk to me about the amount of aluminum that's been found in our soil. And I was like,
oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, so I was like, okay.
Excuse me.
And she gives me some literature. I wish I had it in front of me.
She's like a contrails kind of person?
Yep. She's like, yeah, it's proof that the government is modifying our weather. And I was like, okay. And in my head, I'm like, well, no, That's not true.
Excuse me. Do you know?
The harp system.
Yeah. So she's like, "Yep, it's the chemtrails. The aluminum in our soil is proof that they're doing it."
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, I'm like, "Don't engage. Don't engage this person because you're never going to get rid of her if you start arguing with her."
I would have been over there nudging
then,
you. Do you know Frank 289-100?
Then I go, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, does this bitch know that aluminum is a naturally occurring element?
It's all over the fucking place.
And
it's got its own letters on the periodic table.
Like, forget about all that. Aluminum is in our drinking water. They add aluminum stearate. I think it's aluminum stearate. I could be wrong, but I have a microphone in front of me, so I'm pretty sure I'm right.
You are right.
It's aluminum stearate they add to our drinking water to purify it. So if you water the lawn using tap water, you're going to find aluminum in the soil, you dumb shit.
No,
what
I
a
have
fucking
an
dummy.
filter on my hose.
Yeah. No, but they're using commercial aircraft to clandestinely modify the weather. Everyone who's in charge right now is denying climate change. Why would they modify the weather when they don't believe that climate change is real? The fuck is wrong with you dumb bitch? It's condensation. It's a cloud. We're making clouds.
Is she going to be a vendor?
I mean,
What's
it'd
she
be really
selling?
funny. No, she's just giving out literature.
Oh, Christ.
But she was doing this to a lot of people. I could see her talking to people for like a
my
long
God.
fucking time. I was like, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have you on the podcast. Sounds great.
Nope.
Yeah, no fucking way. But I hope she's listening right now because I would love to have you in here just to call you a fucking idiot for an hour and a half. But it wouldn't be a very fun show for anyone but me.
Yep.
That's the whole thing. Because you can't talk to those fucking people. You just can't. Just like, so, well, I have science. You have conjecture. Like, there's no argument. So that's my whole thing. But at least I got to meet a crazy person. Clerks the cartoon.
Oh.
It's in Canada. What are you doing over there? You're just playing on your phone.
Yes,
he's Rain. Try and kill it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for.
He's
Mr. Leo.
It's Rain. For anyone who hasn't. If anybody has not seen Clerks, the animated series,
you must
go on Amazon and just fucking buy it.
Just like what, 6 episodes, something like that?
Yeah,
It was 6 episodes, I think. It was
So
just
good.
like a pilot series, and it got canceled immediately. It did terribly, but it's
so good.
fucking hilarious.
Because no one watched Clerks. That's the thing. Like, no one watched the original
No,
Clerks.
nobody mainstream watched Clerks.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but they thought Jay and Silent Bob were going to sell the show. They
Right.
thought it was going to be enough, and it wasn't enough.
Nope.
All right.
But,
so
that was it from the street fair, though?
yeah, pretty much.
How was For No One received?
They did very well, as far as I could tell. I can only check out about half one song.
Yeah.
I just shot down there and took a bunch of pictures.
Did they utilize the lawn?
Not for that. Yeah, but of course, right where I was, it was a bluegrass fucking festival.
Oh,
and For No One was all the way down at the end by 4455. But that being said, I was talking to Bob, and but Bob from Arlington bid. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But this is more logistics.
The Business Improvement District.
He said that they'd definitely be interested in being involved with Creator Fest. So that might be some advertising, all kinds of stuff, and also greasing wheels and meeting people and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
think maybe not this year. It might be too ambitious.
Cocksucking.
It might be too ambitious this year, but last year we had talked to that car club. What if we closed that block? The block that Crafted Cup is on and had a car show in the street.
What car club?
I don't remember the name of them. I have their contact info. Brooke met them or something like that.
The amount of give a shit I have for cars and car shows is zero.
Yeah,
so
but
I have
it's going to bring in a shit ton
opinion.
of people. It's going to make it safer.
I have no opinion.
And then I understand that. Okay, let's close the street and have an extra 1,000 people show up. Okay.
I fucking hate car shows. I just don't care.
I get that.
So I mean, if you want to do it, and everybody else is on board, then I'm on board. But and I'm gonna I'll keep my mouth shut the entire time. But I'm just letting you know right now, I fucking hate the idea.
Okay, so
you don't have to convince me.
Okay,
I'm not.
No,
asking
I'm just
you to
saying it's not
convince me.
gonna change Creator Fest at all. It's just gonna be an extra thing.
It
Would
doesn't
you have stipulations for it?
It's just, I mean, like, also if we get a bouncy castle, I don't expect you to go, ooh, bouncy castle, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But it's something that's going to bring people in.
Would you have like a guideline for what kind of cars you have there?
Generally with classic car shows, it's going to be
from 1930 and previous.
No, it's three decades.
Yeah,
3 decades before now.
That's what I meant. Because
wow, that's like the 80s.
Yeah, it'd be
1980.
Most car shows that I've been to, a lot of them are the cutoff is 1980. But that's changing quite a bit because you have like Mustangs and stuff in the 80s.
Classic cars.
Yeah,
are now
Grand
in the
National.
80s.
Huh?
Like a classic car now is from the 80s.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's
2018. Yeah. It's
yeah.
like the,
well, I mean, to be considered a classic car, it has to be 30 years old.
30
so
years
that's
old, yeah.
1988.
1988.
Monte Carlo.
Yeah. So I don't remember the name of the car club, but I think it'd be pretty cool to do that, and we wouldn't do that every year necessarily.
No, I understand.
But
it
would also kind of be a way to see like how successful it would be closing the street, how difficult that would be, how much that would increase our insurance, stuff like that. Eventually, I'd like to see this fucking thing just as big as the Arlington Street Fair.
Yeah.
With 200 fucking vendors.
Yeah, a vendor festival / car festival / chili cook-off / music festival /
Well, the way that I look at it is if we close the street, we can have 2 stages.
Yeah.
So we have
2 fucking stages.
Yeah.
No, then we got to get into hiring somebody to do the sound, and I don't trust
that.
anybody.
I'm not saying this
Maybe
year. I'm saying next year or the year after.
Who'd you say?
I know what you're saying. All I know is like out of all of everything that you said, car show just like doesn't appeal to me in any sense.
And is that taking away from the creator? I mean, it could be like the creator thing where it's like, say you built that car. I mean, I know it's
more like just gravy.
Right.
It's just an extra thing.
Yeah.
That we don't have to do anything aside from close the street.
It's like clickbait, almost like trying to get
sort
people.
of.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You're gonna attract a few hundred extra people. People like my dad. My dad couldn't go because he was at a car show. He had to go to a car show that day. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's a good idea, and I think that it'll bring in a lot more people. Whether or not you give a shit about a car show is irrelevant. Like I don't give a shit about half the vendors that we had. Like I'm not buying jewelry.
Yeah.
But I want that person there because a bunch of people are going to want to buy jewelry.
Well, I mean, I want that person there because it fits the bill. That's all.
And the only reason I said that is because I went to a car show once, and I had a 350Z. It was just a bone stock 350Z, and I went to this show because my friend said, "Hey, come." I have my car on display, whatever. I'm like, I came and walked down at the Duchess Stadium down there, and I look around. I'm like, my stock car is 100 times better than some of these other cars. One kid had a freaking Ford Probe that he delivered pizza in that I used to go to the fucking pizza place in. And the only thing he did different was like he had it was a dark blue Probe. He had like this white beat the shit hood on it. He put a red hood on the car and then said, "I'm in a car show."
This is my fucking hot rod.
That's it. That's what I mean.
My
it's
favorite
like,
thing is some of these goddamn
want.
car. And you didn't really go to a lot of car shows because you weren't into it. But me and Joe used to go to cruise nights 2-3 times a week.
Oh well, yeah, not that much.
Yeah.
I've gone.
You've
before.
gone with me a couple of times.
I have a like weird taste when it comes to cars. I can only see so many fucking Camaros and
me too.
And
Chevelles. I'm not really into like the big 3 type of cars, but I'm like an AMC guy.
I love AMC.
Yeah, and Studebaker.
Yeah, like the
weird
ones. Studebaker was the coolest fucking car. It's like something out of a Bond
80s,
movie.
Like Japanese and European, like German cars.
Yeah,
and shit like
all that
like
weird shit, like a Volkswagen thing.
Yes,
I'd lose my goddamn mind if I saw.
I like the old shark nose BMWs and stuff like that. The old 2002s and whatnot. Yeah.
For those that don't know, my grandfather specifically, but my entire family collected classic cars. Like it's not something that I do because I don't have all the money in the world fucking coming out of my ears. But my grandfather did really well in insurance, so he was like the legit member of the family, and then everyone else just evaded taxes. They're all dead now, so it's fine. Yeah. So
oh my god.
Yeah. So my uncle, oh, thank you. So my great uncles, Frank and Rudy, they were quite a bit older than my grandfather. Like they both went to World War II, all kinds of shit. But Rudy owned a body shop. Anybody who paid cash that was not ever recorded.
Right.
They found $1 million in his fucking dresser drawer.
Allegedly.
This is all gone, and nobody knows who. And I could be making this up for the radio. I'm playing a character right now, Mr. Taxman. But they used to do shit like they go to car shows, and this is like my dad's telling me this story, so I'm sure some of it's trumped up. And they'd have the kids, so they'd be like in their teens, like 15, 16, 17 years old, and they'd be like, "Hold this envelope. What's in it? Don't worry about it. Put it in your pocket. Don't open it. If you don't open it, I'll give you $100 at the end of the day." All right. So end of the day, he'd be like, "Need that envelope back," and then he'd go over and he'd buy a car. And my dad would be like, "So why you got me carrying this envelope around? It's obvious that it has money in it, right?" And he was like, "How much was in there?" He's like, "It was $10,000." And my dad's like, "Why did you want me to carry around $10,000 all day?" He's like, "Well, because I'm bringing $80,000 to this car show to buy 4 cars, and if one of us gets ripped off, now I'm not out the whole thing." Right? So he would take all this cash. He would take all this cash that he would make from his business, and anything credit card, check, all that kind of stuff. He would have like a sign up that said, check only, no cash accepted, and then he'd go, "We'll take cash and we'll give you a discount." And then, so that way, if the tax man comes, like, we don't even accept cash, right? So you take all this money, you buy a car, and he would pay the guy extra to put on the pink slip that he bought it for like a quarter of what he actually paid for it. Take that car, he'd sit on it for a year, he'd drive it around with a dealer plate, and then he'd sell it for a profit. He'd actually be selling it at a 5 to 10% loss, but that's way better than the 50% that the tax man would take.
Allegedly.
So it's a great scam, because if you buy something,
wheeling and dealing,
if you buy something, you buy this bust of Abraham Lincoln over here for $50, and then in 10 years it's worth $500, you don't pay income tax on that. It's the same thing with a car. If you buy a car and in a year or two it's appreciated in value, you don't pay income tax when you sell it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So he would have a fleet of cars. He was a dealer. So you just buy cars,
instead of
sit on them for a year or two.
Instead of heroin, it was
he would never have to
Studebakers.
pay. He would never
AMC.
have to pay. He would never have to pay car insurance. Well, he owned a Studebaker dealership too. That was Frank, not Rudy. So and he was doing the same shit. So you take your money, and that's how you laundered your money.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, it worked really well. It's a big, huge scam. People still do it.
If only the guys in Office Space knew.
Yeah, could have figured it out.
How to launder money.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to go down to the.
So in any case, my
You
family
go
used
down
to
to the parking lot
all these people are dead now.
Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna need you to come in again tomorrow.
Yeah. So all these people are dead now, so it doesn't matter. But because of that, my grandfather, he was the youngest. He collected cars too because he was legitimately wealthy. And so we've got all these old Studebakers and AMCs and all these weird cars, and like everybody goes gaga over like the 60 Thunderbird. I like that car, but you see 5 or 6 or 7 of them at the car shows. Whereas my dad goes with the Lark, that red convertible.
Yeah,
and he gets in like
so cool.
It's like he gets like his picture in fucking Good Guys magazine, because you don't see them. They weren't a very popular car because they weren't very good. They weren't very good cars.
Oh no! It's just
that's part of the thing. They weren't.
It's like seeing one of those like a Nomad or
my uncle
whatever.
Frank used to bitch.
Yeah.
They're rare, but my uncle Frank used to go, "I don't know why anybody would buy any of these fucking pieces of shit. I got brand new cars leaking oil all over the showroom. Brand new fucking car leaking oil. Can you imagine that? And they were really expensive." They were really expensive cars for the time. A Studebaker Avanti was almost double the price of a Mustang.
Yeah.
Almost double. But for 2 years, it was the fastest production car in the world. Now, you go down to the Taconic in that fucking thing, you think you're going to die. I'm doing 60 miles an hour. I feel like I'm doing 150. Thing's shaking all over the place. You got to like do these huge, giant corrections to get the thing to stay straight. It's nuts. And I was like, some fucking asshole in 1963 took this thing up to 185 miles an hour on the Salt Flats.
And died.
No, he's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the Salt Flats. I'm sorry. I was
He
like...
walks around like this.
He died a couple years later from hypertension. But
It's like,
yeah,
what
so
was it, like,
yeah, you know
Gene
the
Wilder and Blazing Saddles. Look at that. It's, yeah, but here's
Yeah,
the
but I
shooting
shoot with
hand.
this one.
Do you know the fucking? You know how it has like that little scoop on the driver's side? It's
Yeah.
directly in front of the steering wheel.
Mhm.
That was so you could point that scoop at a mountain in the distance. It's sights like on a gun, so you could point that line because it tapers to the front and then it has like a little thing. That's so you can point it at a mountain in the distance, so you could stay straight while you're doing 180 miles an hour. That's that design cue. That's what that was
the
for.
fuck? Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And shit
that
like,
makes it much
just
more badass.
Shit like the aerodynamics of it. Like if you look at newer, like they had like this kind of bubble to the back of them, and that was to reduce drag. Whereas every other car had just like a flat thing with a trunk, and they didn't incorporate that into regular cars for 20 years. They're fucking awesome. They're really cool cars, and it's like an interesting part of history. But no one gives a shit. But that's also why people are like, "What the fuck is that thing?" Did you ever see Gattaca?
No.
With Ethan Hawke. Yeah, all the cars.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah, that movie takes place in like 20-something, like 2030. It's the future. And so this is a 90s movie. So it takes place like 20, 30, 40 years in the future. All the cars that they used were self-driving 1962 Studebaker Avantis. They put rims on them, and they took the steering wheel out, and it was like a self-driving car, but they took a car from the 60s and made that the car of the future.
I I want to see the movie.
Yeah, it's an interesting movie.
But
yeah, we should start doing it like Oprah's book club. Yeah.
The Dead Radio,
and we'll do it strictly with Kathleen.
The Dead Radio Movie Club.
Yeah, every 3 months we'll do a special episode. It'll only be a half an hour. We just bring Kathleen, we make her watch a movie.
Yeah.
And then we talk about it, and she'll just talk about how much she hated it, and we'll talk about why it's good. The next one is going to be Evil Dead: Army of Darkness, though. Then we can do Gattaca.
Okay.
Because that might be kind of fun, because it would be a movie that you didn't see, and that'll be your homework.
What do you mean?
Gattaca.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'll be okay. Yeah, sure, for sure. Chin high.
Yeah. So that could this is another episode of the podcast where we come up with podcast ideas that we never execute.
Yeah.
And we still this is the third time I've said this, but we still haven't gotten the idea that I proposed to you.
Oh, the Brown Talk with Adam.
Oh, oh yeah.
Brown collar comedy.
Brown collar comedy.
Brown collar comedy. I think you might get a cease and desist though if you ever got.
Fuck
famous.
that. Fuck that.
Not if I use an name.
Yeah, I don't think you have fucking, you might be a redneck money yet.
Maybe Brown Collar Podcast. We'll call it that.
Yeah,
And
that would work.
It's like
but I'm saying
more
like
separation.
like brown collar comedy, everybody gets the joke, which is why they can say you're stealing from my brand. So you got to remember, Larry the fucking Cable Guy sells at arenas.
Well, he used to.
Those guys, he still does.
Yeah.
In fucking Kansas.
Goddard.
Mason Dixon line.
Yeah.
Goddard done. That's what he's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of cat, she was all.
Yeah. This is wait. What am I drinking here? This is that.
That's the.
I'm just gonna
fiddle.
finish this.
Do you like that one?
Drink
you
it.
Like that one, yeah. You don't have to finish it.
Chug.
No, I want to.
Chug.
Because I want more than a sip.
It's fairly similar.
Sippy.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what's this now?
So we just tried the Second Fiddle Double
Oh,
IPA.
it's a juicy one.
It is
It's
very juicy.
The Second Fiddle Double IPA is super good.
Fiddlehead comes out with some fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Fiddlehead?
So this is, yeah, Fiddlehead
Like a
Brewing
Fiddlehead
Company.
You gotta get on that mic.
So this is 8.2% alcohol. You'd never goddamn know. I would have put that at 7.
A lot of
6.5.
people who got on the I hate Heady Topper say that's better. I think it is also.
I think, okay, I don't want to go on down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
but
we've
I
done
just-
this
yeah.
before.
We've did
This,
it before.
I would say, me sitting here right now, this is better than Heady Topper. But if we did a blind comparison, I don't know how true that would be because I'm just being a contrarian.
Right.
Because Heady Topper is not bad. Heady Topper is a fantastic beer, and their marketing is fantastic, but it's not as good as everyone says.
Yeah.
It's just not. There are better beers that are made locally. There just are. So anyway, this
it's
is
just because of what it became.
Yeah.
It was the best double IPA out there on the time.
I never shared.
This is better than that, though.
You didn't, you scumbag.
You son of a... You never shared the Facebook post?
This one.
Nope.
I didn't either. It's fine.
Oh
Hodad.
no! Sorry, guys.
It's a, I think it's like a coconut porter.
Coconut porter.
Yeah.
Just go through one of my 20 windows that I have. I just again. We didn't really address it, but Ryan's computer fucked up again today.
It did.
I have
In a big way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tabs open.
I had
I
none.
have Soundplant. I have Soundplant, Pages, Bean, Messages, Spotify, the App Store, Photoshop, Lightroom, and Finder's like a thing. So I have all of those programs running, and let's just
hail Satan.
Everything's fine. So save your pennies and invest in a Mac, kids. Patreon.com/DeadRadio Podcast to get Ryan a Mac.
I so want to donate my Mac to you just for that fucking reason. It's the same thing as that, though.
Oh, it's a fucking desktop?
It's a monster, yeah.
Oh, no.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Just like you just get my hair. I'd have to do my hair for every podcast.
You'd have to like cut the table up and build it into the table, so it's all futuristic and it's just built into the table, and then you got a keyboard right here. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
we could make that work.
I mean, can we?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a lot of work that I'm not going to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I don't have any problems.
I don't know. Never mind. I'm just kidding.
You just put it behind me.
Yeah. So I'm just like this.
There's a mirror.
So I'm more distracted than
Well,
I already
what about
am
just
down
putting
here.
it here?
It's like, I don't want people seeing what I'm doing over here.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'm looking at dicks.
What were we talking about before that?
I was gonna. Oh no! I thought that was a perfect ending.
It is, but we were talking about something.
I don't even remember. I was gonna. We were talking about the movie podcast thing, the homework, the Dead Radio.
Yeah.
Dead Radio Movie Club. And I was gonna say that Kathleen got all mad at me because I told her I'm like, she's like, so how was your weekend? I'm like, it was great. I went out with my chauvinistic friends to watch men beat the shit out of each other in a bar where where men are men are hyper masculine and the women are objectified. And she got really upset with me.
No. I could see that.
Dude,
I think
she's like, why would you do that? I'm like, because I'm just surrounded by estrogen all the time. All the time, surrounded by it. I needed a fucking...
That's fine.
Well,
I think
it's
that's
it's
fine.
something that you enjoy, and it's not like you...
No, but
it's not like you go out there and say like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever." Fuck women because they're the lesser species, they're the lesser gender or whatever. Anything like
yeah,
it's just because you enjoy.
Sometimes you just want to be around cocks and balls.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing: like, we made our way to Derby to actually watch the fights. Sorry. I
don't have that clip anymore.
Nice. We made our way to the Derby to watch the fights, and I saw a friend of mine there. Who I've known for a long time, and talked to her for like an hour or so while the fights were going on. So it's just like, I don't know. But anyway, it was fun. Shout out Scott Schwab.
The funny thing is with you and Kat, like I feel like I'm much better at riding the line, whereas you go like, this is riding the line, but you're actually just over it. And
what do you
she's
mean?
with Kathleen, with the things that you say, and then she's mad at you for 2 fucking weeks. You just go, this is the line, it's fine, and now you have to buy her a present. Whereas I can make a joke, and she's like, God damn it.
I am what I am.
I think you have to be as funny as you are offensive.
Yes.
Sometimes
you know what I mean? Sometimes a
Sometimes
little
you
bit
just
more offensive.
lean a little bit more offensive. That's all. Because if you're funny enough, I mean, who knows? She could be talking all kinds of shit behind my back. I have no idea. Like, she could be like, I fucking hate that guy. I just pretend.
She doesn't hate you.
No.
I will tell you that.
Yeah. She just goes
No, I don't know.
But she could just go like, that fucking guy is such an asshole, but it's not worth it because I only have to deal with him every 2 weeks. Like, that could be what she's saying. I have no idea. But I feel like you go, hey, that landed. Let's go further.
Yep. All right, that worked. Let's take another step. Ooh, that was a landmine.
So yeah, the moral of the story is Ryan now has to buy her presents because he was incredibly offensive and chauvinistic.
Yes.
Towards who?
Towards a coworker.
Okay.
Towards a coworker who really has no fucking dog in the game. So I don't know why she's so upset.
Well, she's playing it up, so it's fine.
Thanks to what is this? Green Empire Brewing. I'm gonna write them all down this time. What's the second fiddle one again? Let's go back to
Fiddlehead.
Yeah, just line up the cans, hashtag all of them, because we always say we're going to do this, and it never happens. But I get it.
I'm writing them all down now. New Belgium was kind of a bust, right? Where I'm just
You
writing
can
down the ones that we
still
like,
hashtag
right?
it.
All right.
Maybe they'll listen. They'll be like, "Sorry, you didn't like that. Let's send you some good beers."
Oh yeah, okay.
Where's New Belgium out of?
I got Browns.
Colorado.
What else we
yeah,
got?
they're not coming on the show.
No. They might send a rep.
I mean, hey, maybe they fly out. Southern Tier was
Fort Collins, Colorado, and
kind of blah.
Asheville, North Carolina.
Ah,
So
I know
maybe
Asheville.
somebody who wants to come up, get away from.
Yeah, I've got an Airbnb they can stay in. Yeah. By the way, Bosch, the number is over $900 for October for the Airbnb.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I told you.
it's totally viable.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Airbnb rules. If you can, like, get a good a rhythm going with it.
We've got nothing but 5-star ratings, but we are thinking about putting a sign up that says "Please don't cook fish in our house."
Yeah,
'Cause it's
dude,
still-
I was fucking
it's
pulling out this
still-
stupid ziti to bring it to the engagement party. I'm like, holy shit, it still smells
Still
like fish down
fucking
here.
stinks.
Yeah, it's gross.
And they cook fish for like 3 days in a row.
How can you eat fish 3 days in a row? I don't
They were
understand.
foreign. No, I like that's not.
What is that? Is that your kid again? Dark Lord of the shit. Not the Sith, the shit.
Caden Reese of the shit.
Yeah, yeah. The shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, not to say fucking foreigners, like that's not what I'm saying. But like
I
a
think
lot
you
of people,
are.
a lot of people don't like the smell of curry. I love it. I love curry. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
But a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is disgusting." I get that. For me, it's fish. For a lot of people, it's fish. And if you fucking smelled it and you're like, Jesus, that was like fucking, Sam's Club quality frozen crappy fish.
Yeah, it's probably like tilapia,
Yeah.
and they
Crappie.
fried it in a pan with
They
butter.
did. That's exactly what they did. And it still fucking stinks.
So shout out
But I still gave them a 5-star rating because, like you said, they didn't know not to cook fish in my house. We
There you
offered
go.
them a kitchen. We didn't tell them any restrictions, but I think we're going to put a sign up saying, it's not like we're going to fucking charge you or give you a bad review, but please don't cook fish in
and that's
the
the proper way you rate something.
Yeah.
You
I'm going to give them a 5-star rating because everything else was fine, and we didn't tell them they couldn't cook fish in the house. If we said you cannot cook fish in the house and then they did it, they would get a 1-star rating.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to put it in the description of the Airbnb like you cannot cook fish in the house. I'm just going to put a little sign above the kitchen. Please don't, cook things that may smell, such as fish, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Please consider the people who are staying after you. That way it's not about me. It's about please consider the other
Please
people
don't
that might
be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Would you like to be a douchebag?
Yeah.
I might even include. I don't even go on the stove because it's like somebody might go out and buy that stuff and then
That's
come in.
true. So
Might be
maybe
like
maybe
a list
yeah.
on the refrigerator or something like that.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you say like, here's some dues,
Yeah, and
do's
another
don'ts.
thing is like allergens might be a good one to
Right.
include in that. Don't fucking chop peanuts directly on the counter. That might be. Well,
when I go away, all the first
I'm
thing I
not
wanna do-
sure which tenant it was, but I'm pretty sure which tenant it was. My entire counter has slices in it because they're chopping directly on the counter. I'll give you one guess as to who that was.
Okay. Shout outs to the beers that all the drinks that we tasted tonight. Green Empire, which is what we're finishing off now. Green Empire Brewing. Where are they out of?
Colchester. Oh, same town as Havoc.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just north of Burlington.
All right.
So many
There's.
I almost want to just for my bachelor party. I want
Go to Vermont?
Yeah, just go to Vermont. Let's just
You know what?
Let's
Go to
let's
Burlington.
go.
I got a good
Yeah.
place that we
Let's shoot
off the air. We'll talk.
Yeah, okay, we're just really quick Adam's wedding logistics. We will leave after work on a Friday, let's say, stay at some Airbnb somewhere super cheap, And then the next day, we just drive around. We get a bunch of beers. We'll we'll bring along your stepdad. He can drive us. and then just from there head home.
I like it.
Yeah. So we'll start like kind of far, work our way more towards back home, and then everyone will take a nap for 2.5 hours in the car. But I like the idea of doing an Airbnb the night before, drinking our faces off, playing cards or whatever, and then setting out at 10 to just hit up breweries and cideries and shit like that.
Sounds good to me.
We'll get you a flask.
Yeah. No, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Vermont's on the way.
Yeah. Hopefully by then.
Shout out to Green Empire. Coincidence? I think not. Shout out to Green Empire, Browns, Graft, Havoc Mead, Fiddlehead, New Belgium, Southern Tier, Einstock for filling our bellies with booze.
And Stella Artois.
Stella Artois. I'm not even going to talk about the wine. It's not worth it.
I noticed there's a bottle of red upstairs. I was like, oh, you have the shitty red version too. And Brooke is like, yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible wine.
It's like fucking grape juice. It's like Cadem grape juice.
Like you wouldn't even cook with it.
Yeah. We got titles?
Yeah.
I'd actually like to
Do
give
you
a
have
shout
any?
out.
Well, do it.
2 shout-outs, actually. One to my wife for bringing our perfect son into the world.
Yeah.
And to my
Thank you
sister.
Doing all the easy shit.
For doing all the easy shit. Yeah, exactly. You know. But also to my sister-in-law, who also just gave birth to another boy.
Hey, Mazel Tov.
It's her 5th child. 3 she's had.
I take that back.
That's how
wait,
you
live life. But it's with
Hashtag Jim Gaffigan.
8 different guys.
Wait, 5 kids with 8 different guys?
Yep.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, I
She's
mean,
a
like,
surrogate.
Okay.
She's been a surrogate 3 times.
Jesus
Well, so then she's doing the Lord's work.
Yes.
Yeah, good for her.
She was married
Does
once
she have
before.
really long hair?
She does.
Oh.
Longish. No, not really long, but no. Yeah, she's not surrogate.
I'd like to
surrogacy
interview
3
her sometime.
Yeah. That's an interesting one.
So, why? She's like, because they give me $40,000.
But oh yeah, shout out to her because she's done that 3
so
times.
the modern day handmaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for she gets paid and is allowed to vote.
Yeah. Yeah,
living it up out there in San Diego. So.
Can't be perfect. Anyway, titles?
Yeah. Just remember, folks, midterm elections coming up if you want to change that. All right, so I have watermelon and blue cheese.
Oh. Ugh, that sounds so gross.
It was Gorgonzola.
Whatever.
Wait, so
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
How, white man?
I gotta learn how to spell how, like how they spell how.
Imagine it's just phonetically.
H-A-W? No, it's haw.
Yeah,
H-A-U.
How. I
Haw.
bet you it's just H-O-W.
Yeah, I bet. How white. I like how white.
Hurt Locker bomb noise, and sometimes I'm looking at dicks.
I have carb talk over here, which I kind of liked, but
Carb talk's pretty good, but
well, because we
the
talked
funniest
about
one is sometimes I'm looking at dicks or watermelon and blue cheese.
carb.
How white man is going to get us flagged, and so is looking at dicks.
If you misspell dicks, though,
You can, but they pick that shit up too.
I kind of like watermelon and
sometimes I'm
gorgonzola.
looking at Richards.
You want to do watermelon? Because I mean, he was saying watermelon and gorgonzola.
I like that better.
Yeah. All right. So watermelon and gorgonzola.
All right. We've did it.
What a terrible title.
How about hashtag how white man? Do that. Or I'll hashtag carb talk. That's a little bit like nicer. There you go.
All right. So watermelon and gorgonzola.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
Adam, thank you for hanging out again, bringing us all kinds of stuff, for always thinking of us, for always listening, all that stuff. One more time. Come on.
He's just throwing popcorn at him. Yeah, just throw.
Oh,
just
Jesus, it's in my hair. No, I gotta clean this up.
That's why we're doing it.
All right. So they're gonna enjoy some popcorn, and I'm gonna pee, and then probably go home and go to bed.
Oh.
No, you're pretty bad aim, actually.
It's not the most aerodynamic.
It's
thing
not.
in the
You're
world.
like,
Yeah!
Now we've did it.
All right, for those listening and not watching, he just caught some popcorn in his mouth. So check us out on YouTube.
I'm
Try
good
it
at
out.
catching things in my mouth.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
All right, rapid fire. All right, until next week, which I don't know what's going on.
No, we don't have any bitty books, but I have a
Any bitty book?
Any bitty book?
Itty bitty bomba.
Bitty bitty bop.
But I've got a lot of ideas.
Funk
and I just
this, funk this, funk this.
I just need to spend some time actually calling people.
Cantaloupe.
We talked about it
I
on
need
the
to
last
redo
show.
the Tim Cop thing.
Us three. We talked about it on the last show.
We did?
The last time we were on.
Cantaloupe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip Fantasia?
Yeah.
We played it. I think we got flagged. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Par for the course. All right, let's go. I gotta pee. I gotta pee really
Yeah,
bad.
me too. Goodbye.
Well, that superior mead is making me pee.
Bye.